mostly sunny, becoming partly cloudy, 40% chance of rain towards tomorrow evening. Alamogordo tomorrow, high of 91, low of 68. Cloudcroft tomorrow, high of 72, overnight low of 52.
Dollar Boots and Jeans would like to welcome the new squadrons at Holloman Air Force Base. They invite you to visit their store and check out all the hottest new Western wear. Wrangler, Cinch, Miss Me, Ariat, and Tony Lama. Dollar Boots and Jeans always offers a military discount. Get dressed up and ready for the Otero County Fair at Dollar Boots and Jeans. Thank you for your service, and we'll see you at 2850 North White Sands in Alamogordo.
If your tires hold more excuses than air, that's a big oh-no. If bad alignment has your car swerving to the left like the world's slowest U-turn, that's also a big oh-no. If you get a flat at night in any town ending in Vania, that's a very big oh-no. And how most scary movies start. And maybe stay in your car. Thankfully, for all your car's big oh-no's, there's always a big oh yes. Now through August 25th, save $100 instantly on sets of 4 Big O brand tires with paid installation. Plus, get up to a $50 mail-in rebate on purchases of $500 or more when using your Big O credit card. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Valid at participating locations on in-stock sets of 4 Big O brand tires. Up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted retail price not to exceed $35. Disposal fees extra where permitted. Not valid with other offers. See store for pricing. Mail-in rebate subject to credit approval. Not valid with other credit rebate offers. See rebate form for terms and conditions.
They are raring to go, and so are we.
Oh, man, they're going. This is a special presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports on Southern New Mexico's sports leader, ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Hello and welcome to Valencia High School in Los Lunas as we are just about ready for kickoff 2018, game 1 of the 2018 season. Your Alamogordo Tigers taking on the Valencia Jaguars. As I mentioned, we're here in Los Lunas and the weather is cooperating at the moment. It's pretty nice out there. We got some cloud cover. There's a lot of rain and storms kind of in the area, so we're just crossing our fingers. Rain wouldn't be a big issue. It's more of the lightning that we hope to avoid tonight. So, worth mentioning that it's still summertime and we've had plenty of showers and thunderstorms all across the state over the last few weeks. So, there's always the chance of that being an issue for us tonight. But again, we hope, I hope that we don't get any delays tonight. Otherwise, if it stays like it is right now, it's a pretty pleasant evening and good amount of Alamogordo fans that have made the trip down. Alamogordo High School cheerleaders are here, and Al, looks like the Tiger mascot is in the house as well. So we're ready for some Alamogordo football. These are two teams that are looking to forget 2017 and start anew here in 2018. Alamogordo 0-10 last year, Valencia 1-9, and their one victory was over Alamogordo in Alamogordo. It was an exceptionally tough season for the Tigers in many ways. There were some games where Alamogordo just looked outmatched physically, and you saw improvements as the year went on. I think that was the positive, and I think the other thing that's a positive, you see the majority of the kids from last year back on the team this year. They've got good numbers. They look bigger. They look, like they will be able to handle themselves a lot better this season. So I think all the things are pointing in the right direction. Now, whether that equates to a victory tonight, I don't know. Need to wait and see. We saw a scrimmage against Hatch and Gadsden. There were a lot of good things that came out of that. But, when it's finally to decide something for real, which is tonight, underneath the Friday night lights for an actual game, situation's always a little bit different. So I think that's my answer for right now. I know it's not probably in the norm for somebody in sports to say, I don't know, but I'm just curious to see what we get from Alamogordo Tiger football this year, and this is our first opportunity to check that out. Looks like we're getting close to National Anthem. We've got the ROTC group, looks like, from Valencia High School here looks like I want to say a Marine ROTC unit from at least by the uniform. Then again, I'm not particularly good at reading the ROTC uniforms. Could be Navy. But anyway, we'll have that coming up here soon. We've got an interview with Alamogordo High School head football coach A.J. Sisko, where we talked about tonight's matchup and a little bit about this group heading into 2018. So we'll have plenty more throughout the program. And, of course, kickoff coming up in about 10 minutes here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, a brand new way for you to listen to Tiger football. It's pretty much the same as last year, but instead of Ustream, it's YouTube. Hopefully a little bit easier for you guys. And I think a little bit easier to get to youtube.com/ESPN Alamogordo if you want to listen to the stream. Phone, tablet, computer. I think you can get YouTube pretty much anywhere you want these days. All right, Valencia Band is lining up, heading into the stands. Cheerleaders on both sides, dance crew. It's Friday night. Let's make it happen. Let's take a commercial break and hear from our great sponsors who are bringing you Tiger Sports again this year. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Lose weight, be happier, get smarter, improve your memory, all by doing one thing. Sleep well. Tax time in 2018 is your chance to catch up on great sleep. Use your hard-earned tax refund to buy yourself the one thing that can make the biggest difference in your health, a new mattress to get better sleep. Sleep Well is here to help you find the right mattress for your needs. Back problems? Too heavy snoring? Sleep Well can help you. Sleep hot? Your partner toss and turn? No problem. Sleep Well can help. Corner of First and White Sands. Sleep Well. When you sleep well, you live well.
It's finally game week.
It's game week. It took long enough. I mean, 8 months or whatever it is, but it's finally here.
Yeah, and I'm sure this group probably more than any other just really digging at and wanting to get out there and play again and get that victory.
They do. We're doing something different this week. We had a team vote yesterday. We're not going to put a Tiger decal on our helmets till we win a game.
Okay.
So they're excited for Friday. They've been at it since January, ready to go, and you can kind of see the growth from our black and gold scrimmage to our scrimmage last week, the growth of we've shown from even the end of last year to now. It's leaps and bounds. We're excited, and we're ready to make a 4-hour trip.
How can you explain it from somebody looking from the outside in terms of trying to understand about how much better prepared this group is for week 1 now compared to last year, week 1? I mean, is there a way to describe that for somebody maybe isn't on the coaching staff or isn't on the team?
Yeah, if you think about it, I got hired and I was here on campus in April of 2017, and 4 months later we were playing a game. So I've been on campus. And that was installing offense, defense, special teams, and not only just schemes, but installing our toughness and discipline, our character that we want from our kids. So now we've had a year and a half of doing it, and our kids are bought in. We've got a great group of young men, and the number keeps growing of how many kids we keep coming out for football. I think we're 66 now.
That's great.
Sophomore up. So the kids are bought in, and I look back on last year, and our kids look back on last year, and the resiliency and toughness they got from it is going to carry over to this year.
How much have you been able to scout Valencia, new head coach for them this year? How much do you know about them going into?
Yeah, we got their scrimmage film, and that's about it. He's from Miamur. He's a good guy. Been doing it a long time. He did a lot of good things at Miamur, which is a tough place to play football. It's up in basketball country, and he had a lot of good success there. They ended up knocking off Goddard about 2 years ago in the playoffs in the first round, which was a huge upset. So I'm confident in what he's going to do at Valencia, and he's going to be able to turn that program around and get it back to what he did at Miamur. So they're all spread. They're a 4-2-5 type defense, and they have a hang player that we'll have to kind of adjust and make calls on the fly as we go. But it's all spread, fun and gun. They like to throw the football all over the yard. So hopefully it doesn't take 4 hours to play this game because we'll be getting home at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it would definitely be a late one. And certainly a big change from what we saw from last year with Coach Justice. They were running basically almost like a wing tee sometimes.
Yeah, it was an unbalanced line, smash mouth, line up and just physically get after you. They've got more kids out there now. I think they had close to 40 dressed out for the scrimmage, which is huge.
Yeah.
Huge numbers for them. So we're excited. It's going to be something that when we play Los Lunas next week, we're going to have to see the spread again. And Ruidoso, I mean, it's kind of Goddard and Rawls are kind of the anomalies of who we get to see that ain't going to run the true spread.
Yeah, and when you sit down and look at expectations for this group, are you guys just trying to keep it real minimal and just one game at a time sort of thing for you, or do you feel like there's big jumps that you guys are going to make this season?
Yeah, our motto is expect to win, and that's our motto, and it's completely different than what we did last year and what we're trying to preach to our kids. So we do take one game at a time. It's very cliche. We don't focus on anything. Our kids don't hear anything about the next week opponent in Los Lunas. They'll get that on Monday morning. But as coaches, we kind of start working ahead and start getting ahead of ourselves in certain things we do in game plan preparation. But we're focused on Friday. We're excited to get back out there, put on some pads, hit somebody with a different color helmet, and show this community the growth we've made in just 12 months from where we were at this point last year. And our kids have been kind of chomping at the bit for it.
Yep, and to get that win and bring that home and be looking for a winning streak headed into that Los Lunas game next Friday.
Yeah, it'll be a huge deal. As coaches, we kind of understand the importance of the first game, and our kids understand it to go get a W and get this thing going in the right direction, get the community to fully support this thing and see it all the way through.
All right. Well, Coach, good luck to everybody on Friday night, and appreciate your time.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Charles.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to Valencia High School. Thanks to Coach Cisco. And there's a little bit of a longer interview if you want to check out our ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel. If you're listening to us, if you're not listening on there, there is an interview in that where he'll talk a little bit more about some of the starters. We'll do that right now, though. On offense for the Tigers tonight, it's going to be Braden Martin starting at quarterback, and we'll probably see a bit of J.P. Madden as well. So a couple different guys that will be getting some action at the QB spot. Running back, Elias Gonzalez, Sean Hayes, both players that will see some time there. Dakota LaSalle at the fullback. They'll probably get some running as well. And Max Merrill at tight end. And we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a second because I believe we're about ready to get started with the national anthem. So we're just about ready for tonight's kickoff. Now we'll keep it here for just a second. Receiver spots, guys like Julio Mendoza, Brandon Bedgood, Tom Turnbull, Cameron Bebbin, Will Gill out of that group. And Tigers will switch between a spread. They'll also run a power formation with the fullback and a tight end. So you'll get a little bit of everything from the Tigers. And they would like to run no huddle if they can. All right, let's take that break. We'll come back after the national anthem and talk a little bit more. Tiger football kickoff coming up.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 as the JROTC group leaves the field for Valencia High School. The Valencia High School Jags are lined up on the north side or south side of the field, getting ready to take the field. The Tigers, haven't seen them come out of the locker room as of yet, and the colors have officially left the field. And let's go back to the conversation we were having before we took that commercial break. And the Tigers offensive line, Isaac Duarte, Shane Sargent, Isaac Mirabal, James Storseth, and Jackson Couch across from left to right. Defense is a 4-2-5. Now, I will say, when I think 4-2-5, I think 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 DBs. A little bit different in that 4 defensive linemen, J.P. Madden, Tyler Ellswick, Tyler Tidwell, Shane Sargent, 2 inside linebackers, Max Merrill, Jack Mira. But I guess the 2 of the DBs that you say are more more linebackers. So it's almost kind of like a 4-4-3, but they're calling it a 4-2-5. I'm going to call it 4-2-5 because that's what the coaches are calling it. But Dakota LaSalle, Mark Prather, the 2 corners, Will Gill and Cameron Bevan and Reese Cady. And there'll be a lot of other guys that are going to get out there. Brandon Bedgood, Louis Giroux. Let's see, who else is on my list here? Joseph Hurston, Jalen Howard, and I'm sure there'll be some other names as well. So offense should be kind of similar to what we had last year. Different quarterback, obviously, different quarterbacks. And you'll have the defense, which will look completely different. I believe they ran a 50 last year. So this will give them, I think, a little bit better opportunity against spread offenses, which they'll face tonight in Valencia. Their quarterback is number 6, Andres Lucero. The running back is Ryan Thompson. And the 4 wide receivers, Nico Gallegos, Angelo Legarreta, Robbie Jaramillo, and Nayati Harris. And we'll let you know some of the other starters as we head throughout tonight's matchup. Again, weather's holding on for us right now. There's some clouds here in the area, some storm clouds in the area. The big thing is lightning. Obviously, we're just crossing our fingers on that we'll avoid that for tonight. Tigers are dressed in their road white jerseys, camouflage numerals, black helmets, by the way. Something else that wasn't in our shorter version of the interview, Tigers are not wearing their Tiger logo on their helmets until they get a win. So hopefully they're able to make that happen tonight. Black pants for the Tigers, and there's some gold in there as well. Valencia, meanwhile, sharp-looking jerseys for them. Gray jerseys, white numerals, red outlining, red pants with silver helmets with a white stripe outlined in red for them. Looks like the Tigers won the toss. They'll return going right to left, so that is south to north. And Valencia will kick off from left to right. now, a bit of a breeze, or at least there has been tonight. The flags on the goalposts on the north side of the field are still, but the ones on the south side are kicking around a little bit, so that could be a bit of an impact tonight. Julio Mendoza, one of the Tiger returners, back deep for Alamogordo. Looks like Tom Turnbull is back there, and so is Will Gill. Kicking off for Valencia is number 25, which unfortunately, on their roster on Max Preps, they don't have listed. So unfortunately for that man, I won't be able to tell you who he is. But first game of the season, that's going to happen, trying to get jersey numbers. So still waiting for this one to get started. The official now hands the football over to the Jags kicker. All right, right-footed kicker puts his hand up from the 40, and it's going to be a line drive kick down the middle. It's going to squib all the way back to Turnbull, who will grab it at the 15, cut to the middle of the field, still with the ball, to the 20, and he will be dropped shy of the 25-yard line, and that's where Alamogordo will begin their first drive. We'll see where they officially mark it at, but the first drive of the 2018 season ready to get underway. Looks like the 25. By the way, grass field here at Valencia seems to be more and more becoming an unusual thing in high school football, that we have grass fields. I know Deming still has one, but a lot of other places just have gone to the field turf, as have Alamogordo. All right, so it is Braden Martin to start things off for the Tigers. And Elias Gonzalez out of the pistol to begin things. Two wide receivers to the top side. Here's the snap and the handoff, a spin move, getting away from the first tackler was Gonzalez. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. And the first play of 2018 goes for, looks like not even a yard. Second down and 10 for Alamogordo. One of the defensive linemen for the Jaguars was into the backfield quickly, and that slowed the play down. And it also didn't develop very quickly. It was kind of a slow snap and not an especially quick-moving play. Four wide receivers now for the Tigers. Still a pistol look. And here is the snap. Martin will take it. It's an option look, but Martin's got the corner, and he's still across the 35-yard line with the football near the 40. He's going to have a first down for the Tigers. That'll pick up about 14 yards for the Tigers. He had an option toss look. We'll make it 13 yards on the carry. But he had an option toss look out to his right with Gonzalez running with him. Wide receivers for the Tigers here on the near side are Julio Mendoza and Brandon Bedgood. It looks like Turnbull out to the far side, and can't catch who the other man is, but Martin again will work out of the pistol here. Takes the snap, and he will hand it off on a play that gets swallowed up in the backfield. Just took too long to develop. It was an option for the Tigers, and it'll take it back to the 35-yard line. We're right in between the hashes here, and that's a 3-yard loss on the carry. And again, just a play that didn't develop too quickly, and Valencia also did a good job of getting into the backfield quickly. Trips to the near side, one wide receiver out to the far side, again out of the pistol. Back to pass is Martin, and he will throw to the middle. Ball is tipped, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at about the 35-yard line, and brought down is number 9 for the Jags, Damasio Barela. So the first throw for the Tigers, not a good one there. Tipped off of a Tiger receiver. Martin was under duress when he made the throw. And anytime you see that tip drill happening, it is always a scary proposition. And so Valencia gets great field position here. A 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Alamogordo. And Andres Lucero is the starting quarterback. He'll work out of the pistol, man in motion left to right. And we've got penalty flags for the first time tonight. And probably a false start on the Jags, but could be offsides in the Tigers. It is false start on Valencia, so a 5-yard penalty, and not a Great start for Valencia to begin their drive. Trips out to the far side, one to the near. Tigers with 4 down linemen. And now a shotgun look, rolling to his right is Lucero. Hesitates, looking, has some pressure, gets rid of it, and completes it. And caught down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down. Robbie Jaramillo, number 87, makes the grab for the Jags. And a first down for Valencia. Lucero out of the shotgun. Will throw to his right again, and a catch made on the near sideline, and maybe another first down, maybe about a yard short. We'll see what the decision here is. They were on the 20, needed to get to the 10. Ball in the near hash again, and it will be a first down again for Valencia. And they've got first and goal. Left to right they go. On an opening drive off a Tiger turnover. Man in motion left to right, and again, a penalty flag, and it looked like the running back went early for the Jags. They had a receiver coming in motion, and Ryan Thompson in the backfield with Lucero. May have went a little bit early. So it'll be a couple of 5-yard penalties, but the first one really didn't bother him too much, and Lucero will go up to the line of scrimmage, check, and then back up into the shotgun, running back to his right. Tigers 4 down linemen. They've got 7 or 8 in the box. They try to bring somebody off the near side. Lucero's got some room to his left. He's scampering that way, tries to get away from one Tiger defender and is unable to do so. Had a couple of Alamogordo players in the area for Alamogordo. And I do my best to try and tell you who they are from this distance. Kind of difficult to pick out the Tiger jersey numbers, but it's going to be no gain on the run for Lucero. It's second and goal from the 10. Man in motion left to right. They get this play to work this time. Stretching it out, getting to the 5, cutting inside, and it is just short of the goal line, it looks like. Maybe the 2-yard line, as number 20, Nayati Harris, gets the carry this time. But third down and goal for Valencia. And they'll continue to work out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. The snap, Lucero hands it off. Thompson, he's swallowed up, will not get to the goal line. And it'll be a 4th down and goal. Can the Tigers come up with the stop? Let's see where that marker is on the far side. It's probably the 2-yard line. Kind of hard to tell from our angle here. But either 2 yards or a yard and a half needed for the touchdown. Thompson again to the right of Lucero. Shotgun formation. Big 4th down opportunity here. Lucero will throw, and he will complete it to his man. It's a touchdown for the Jaguars, as the 3rd catch on the series for number 87, Robbie Jaramillo. He's got some size on the outside there. Jaramillo stands at 6'3", 195, and was getting good position on the Tiger corner. And Valencia looks like they're lining up for 2 right away. Man in motion left to right. Rolling to his left is Lucero. And he'll toss it to the middle, and he'll complete it. And the 2-point conversion is good. As Thompson gets the 2-pointer. And Valencia leads 8-0 after their opening drive. Takes them 40 yards, 8:07 remaining here in the first quarter. Valencia 8, Alamogordo nothing. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Too Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
EPN Alamogordo 3.7. Kickoff after the touchdown was offside, so we'll take it back 5 yards and try it again. The Tigers with an interception on their first drive. Valencia takes it 40 yards into the end zone. 3 catches on that drive for their wide receiver, Robbie Jaramillo. And a 2-point conversion, kind of a crossing play. You have the quarterback on a bootleg out to his left. The wide receiver just trying to fit in between where the Tiger defenders were and made a nice catch. Be another short kick here. It'll bounce and one hop, and Will Gill eventually gathers it in. Gill with a couple of hop steps will cross the 35-yard line and just shy of the 40, so it's good field position again for Alamogordo, but they find themselves down 8-0. Big thing I noticed in that first drive for the Tigers was just the slowness of the play developing in the backfield. It just wasn't very quick, and I think that caught them on a couple of the plays for loss. The one play where things went quickly from the snap, they turned it around the corner for a pretty big gain. So we'll see if maybe they can speed things up a little bit. They're back in the pistol with 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, and an offset back in the backfield. Faking the handoff is Martin. And Braden will cross the 40-yard line, be tripped up, and maybe get about 3 yards on the carry. Gets across the 40 to the 41. So now be 3. So 2nd and 7 now. Ball is between the hashes. Tigers going from right to left as the first quarter clock is now at 7:30 to go. Again, 3 wide receivers and a wing back. Fake of the handoff. Martin makes a man miss. Braden, some good elusivity there. I think that's the right word. But got away from the defender that had a chance to grab him in the backfield, and it turns into a solid gain up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4. 3rd down and 3 for Alamogordo. Now something else to be said, that Valencia is in the backfield quickly on a lot of these plays too, but it's a combination of the Tigers' play isn't developing especially quickly, and the Jags are getting through the Tigers' offensive line. 4 wide receivers. Martin is going to run to his right and gets a good block on the outside. It's not going to be enough, though. Looked like it was Duarte on the outside that made the Jackson Couch, I'm sorry. See where Alamogordo gets it to the 46. It's a 1-yard gain. And it appears Brett Money is going to come on to punt for the Tigers. 3 and out for Alamogordo. And the Jaguars defense comes up with a stop again. Money was an all-state punter last year. And that's a snap infraction on Max Merrill. So to be a 5-yard penalty, it went to snap the ball, and it kind of hard to say, just lost the handle on it, I guess, but certainly better than a bad snap that the Tigers would have had to scramble on. I think they'll be okay with that particular 5-yard penalty. This is a good snap, though, and Brett puts the left leg into it. High hanging punt, and to the 20, and that's where it will be grabbed for a fair catch. About the, is that the 20? It looks like it's a little bit ahead of that. Yeah, 22 or 23-yard line, it appears. So we'll give Brett, let's see, 27, about 36 yards on that punt. And Valencia will start deep in their own territory on drive number 2 of the game. They move right down the field. Tigers are going to have to be better at the corner spot. That's where they struggled a little bit on that last drive. The throws from Lucero to Jaramillo were really the difference in that drive. Man in motion right to left, and they hand it off to him, trying to turn the corner, and does. Is going to get about 5, still pushing forward, and they blew the whistle. He must have had his knee down at some point. We'll see where they stop him at. Give him about 7 yards. On the carry for number 20, Nayati Harris on the jet sweep. 2nd down and 3, ball in the far hash. Tigers, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Fake of the handoff from Lucero, back to throw, down the middle, and drops. Good looking pass there from Lucero, but incomplete as he was looking for Nico Gallegos. 3rd and 3 now for Valencia. Big time play here for the Tigers. Try and get Valencia on a 3 and out. 5:19 to go in the first quarter. Valencia leads 8-0. 4 wide receivers. The 2 to the near side are pretty close to the end of the line. Man in motion right to left. Fake the handoff to the jet sweep. Hand it off to Thompson. He may be short. Let's see where they mark him at, but I think he may have only gotten about 1. Yep, it's still going to be a 4th and 2. And we'll see what Valencia does. If they may go for it here. They were aggressive and went for the 2-point conversion. And it appears on their own side of the field they may go for it, or if anything, try to draw Alamogordo off sides. Into the shotgun. 4 wide. Now, they do snap it. Lucero rolling out to his right. He's got a Tiger after him. Throws, and it is, I can't tell if it was complete or not. It's going to be a penalty flag regardless. But I think he caught the ball anyway. And it was a correct call on the Tiger defender. He was pulling on the jersey and grabbing Jaramillo again. So regardless, it's going to be a 1st down for Valencia. And they are going to, so they're going to mark it off from the catch. Yeah, that's what it is. So he caught it at the 43-yard line. That was about a 15-yard gain. And then add on another 15 yards on top of that. Yeah, I'm a little confused by that. Don't you have to choose one or the other in that spot? Aren't you not allowed to take the catch? I don't think the pass interference can be tacked onto it. I've never seen that pass interference something that you can have tacked on at the end of a play. That's a new one to me. Back to pass is Lucero. He will roll to his left with pressure from the Tigers. Still rolling, still rolling. Now tosses it up in the air, and it is caught. Just getting away from his defender is number 84. And that's going to be a 1st down. All the way down to about the 20-yard line. They'll give him about 23 yards on the completion. 1st and 10 for Valencia. And rolling to his right again, and a little bubble screen, which they're going to call an incomplete pass on. Almost was a backwards pass to Nico Gallegos. So back-to-back 1st downs for Valencia, then the incompletion there. 4:09 to go first quarter. It's Alamogordo trailing 8-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. 2 wide receivers near side, 2 out to the far. Actually looks like a 5-wide look here. There's nobody in the backfield. Now a man motion from right to left. Lucero will keep it, roll to his right, looking to pass, still looking to throw. Going to the corner of the end zone. I think the Tigers got an interception there. What are they going to say? Looked like he had his foot down inbounds and made the grab. waiting for that. Mendoza was the one that looked like he got the pick. Yes, he did. He got his foot down in the corner of the end zone there. And the Tigers with a huge turnover as Julio Mendoza makes the interception in the corner of the end zone. And so to the 20, a touchback and a great grab by Julio Mendoza to give the Tigers the ball back in a play they really needed as Valencia was marching down the field on that play. Or on that drive, I should say. So the Tigers, 1st and 10 from their own 20, and it looks like a timeout going to be called by Alamogordo as they want to talk it over before they start this drive. So it's timeout on the field. 3:59 to go here in the first quarter. The Tigers trailing 8-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. We'll fit in a quick commercial break, come back right after this.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. It's Alamogordo Tiger football after the Julio Mendoza interception of Andres Lucero. After the Jags had converted a 4th down and were moving down the field quickly, Tigers were able to get a turnover and get the ball back. Let's see if they can do something offensively. That has not been the case so far. They've got a 1st down and a 3-and-out in their 2 drives. Braden Martin out of the shotgun. It'll be Elias Gonzalez in the backfield. Tigers going with 4 wide receivers. Trips to the far side, 1 to the near. A blitz coming. Rolling to his right is Martin. Martin going to throw, and ball is knocked away. Tom Turnbull, the intended wide receiver, right at about the 1st down marker. So an incompletion on the pass. Tigers handled the pressure there well, and Martin made a pretty nice throw. It was a little high, but credit to the Valencia defender. He made a nice play on it. Pistol formation now. Martin looking to throw right away. This one's high, and boy, almost intercepted. Having to play defense out there on the far side for the Tigers. Looked like number 13, Brandon Bedgood, had to knock that away so it wouldn't be picked off by the Jags. 3:49 remaining now in the first quarter. And the Tigers with a 3rd and 10. Mendoza and Cameron Bebbin to the near side. Puts Turnbull and Bedgood out to the far side. Martin to throw. It is a screen. Tigers don't have it set up particularly well, though. And pushed out of bounds for a loss, though, is Elias Gonzalez. Boy, the Valencia defense has just been in the backfield so quickly there, and I believe the play was drawn up to let them through, but Gonzalez didn't get to the outside quick enough in order to maybe get a little bit of room, and he really didn't have any blockers in front of him either, so it's a 1-yard loss on the completion. And a bad snap for the Tigers. They're just going to have to fall on it, and Valencia is going to get the ball back here inside the 50-yard line. So it'll be at the 15 after the fumble. And the cover ends up being just a turnover on downs for the Tigers, but Lucero has got 5 wide receivers this time. Thompson's now going to float into the backfield here. And they switch things up a little bit. 1 wide receiver to the near side. Hasn't been easy sledding for the Tigers one-on-one on the outside against Jaramillo. Lucero, though, looking to the opposite side of the field. And rolling to his left, throwing it away into the end zone. Tigers getting some pressure. Tigers have gotten pressure. The struggle has been that Lucero's able to get away and extend the play, and his receivers were able to get open. That's been the real struggle for the Tigers tonight on a number of the big plays, is Lucero waiting in the pocket. Tigers get back there, and he's able to go out to his left, to his right. And they called intentional grounding on that? They called intentional grounding on that? Well, I got to say, I disagree with that particular call. I don't know why intentional grounding. He just threw it away into the end zone, but I guess no wide receiver in the area is the argument. I don't know. Thompson gets the handoff here. He's stuffed in the backfield and may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a 1-yard loss, so the Tiger defense comes up with a good stop. I'll tell you, I think Alamogordo caught a little bit of a break on that. He was outside the pocket. The ball went past the line of scrimmage. Maybe there's a different rule at the high school level on that particular play, but for anything I know on that didn't seem like intentional grounding. Oh, well. Nothing Valencia can do about it now. Rolling to his right is Lucero on a 3rd and 15. Still rolling. Looking downfield. Now will turn up, and he'll step out of bounds. And the Jaguars will have the ball at the 16. Got a gain of about 4 on the play. And judging by the fact that Valencia didn't kick an extra point earlier, you got to believe that they are going to go for it here on 4th and about 12. Another big opportunity for the Tiger defense to not let Valencia continue this drive or get in the end zone. 4th and 12 from the 16, 17-yard line. Standing in the pocket is Lucero. Still looking, now trying to get away from a Tiger defender, still being chased, rolling to his left, now just tosses it up, and that one's going to be incomplete in the end zone. Don't see any flags in the play, and the Tigers, the turnover on downs, and a bullet dodge there from the Tigers after the bad snap on the punt. They get the ball back at about the same spot they started their last drive, just inside the 20-yard line, but all things considered, not bad there for Alamogordo. Let's see if they can get the offense going a bit. 2:38 to go first quarter. The Tigers do have just the 1 first down. They've gone 3 and out on their other 2 drives. Best play of the game was an option sweep. So the quarterback keeps it. He's got the running back to his right to kind of make the choice on that. Pistol again. Martin spins to his right, and now will throw and just kind of tossed it up downfield, and that was a dangerous one. There was 2 or 3 Valencia defenders that seemed like they had a chance to get their hands on it. Martin was trying to avoid the sack and very nearly gave it up on a turnover, but it'll be incomplete and a 2nd and 10. Again, Valencia was quickly into the backfield. That play developed quickly for the Tigers. They really didn't have an issue with slow movement and not going anywhere with Valencia bearing down on them. I'll tell you what, this Valencia defensive line has been very good so far. Handoff Elias Gonzalez, but Gonzalez will be stuffed and forced backwards. Jaramillo and number 9, Damasio Borrella, who has the interception for the Jags, came up with the play there. By the way, on that incompletion, credit to Tyler Ellswick, who was giving pursuit to Lucero and really forced him out of the pocket and didn't give him the time he wanted to maybe make a good throw on that particular play. 2-yard loss on the run by Gonzalez. And it'll be 3rd down and about 11 or 12. And the Tigers are going to use their 2nd timeout here in the first quarter with 1:52 remaining. It's Valencia 8, Alamogordo nothing on the Richardson Motor scoreboard here in quarter number 1. We'll take a quick break. Come back.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Third down and 11, third down and 12 here for the Tigers on their own side of the field, about the 15-yard line. I will mention the lines are a little bit hard to pick up, at least right now, kind of at the twilight. Martin spins, rolls to his right, throwing down the field, and he's got his man. It's a completion for the Tigers across the 35 up to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be a first down for Alamogordo. It looks like Julio Mendoza makes the catch for Alamogordo. And the Tigers, with 1:43 remaining, get a huge first down. They get it all the way to the 40-yard line. That's a 24-yard completion. And a first down for the Tigers. Mendoza, who made the interception earlier, makes a play here on offense. One wide receiver to the near side, one out to the far, a tight end and man in the backfield. And in the backfield, Martin, I'm not sure if he got it to Elias Gonzalez or not there, did he? Yes, it looks like he did, and Gonzalez is swallowed up in the backfield. Tigers on that read option are just having all sorts of issues in this game. That's going to be about a loss of about 3 for Alamogordo. What a great throw there from Braden Martin. Hopefully a little bit of a confidence booster for him. That was his first or his second completion of the game, his first one for positive yardage. Second down and 13, though, here for the Tigers. It was a negative play to begin the drive. Trips to the near side, one to the far, running back to the right. And looks like we looked over Coach Cisco, who makes some adjustments from the sideline. Martin, go back to throw, pressured immediately, tosses it up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted. He underthrew it, and it's intercepted. It's still running with it at the 45, out to the far side, and then a big hit right near the 45-yard line, and Valencia gets their second interception of the game. It's number 8, Isaiah Vigil this time. And we'll wait and see what the penalty flag is here. There is one on the ground. We believe it was after the change of possession. Now, just unfortunately, a ball that was kind of tossed up and didn't know where that one was going to go, I think, at the end of it. And, okay, that's a block in the back on Valencia. So they'll take it. Probably going to be from the end of the run, it looks like, because the foul was in front of where they ended up at. So it hurts Valencia and pushes them back in their own territory, about the 44-yard line. First and 10 after the turnover for Valencia as they go 4 wide. And going from left to right here, we're still in the first quarter with 28 seconds remaining. Lucero will hand the ball off, and running to his right, cutting inside, getting away from one defender. Got a host of Tigers, about 4 of them in there, including Max Merrill and Jack Mira and a few others making the stop. A gain of, we'll call it about, we'll call 6. It got to midfield there. And 2nd and 4. And that'll be the end of the quarter. By the way, the run by Nayati Harris. And Valencia leads 8-0 after 1 quarter of play here in Los Lunas on the Richardson Motor Scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Lose weight, be happier, get smarter, improve your memory, all by doing one thing. Sleep well. Tax time in 2018 is your chance to catch up on great sleep. Use your hard-earned tax refund to buy yourself the one thing that can make the biggest difference in your health, a new mattress to get better sleep. Sleep Well is here to help you find the right mattress for your needs. Back problems? Too heavy snoring? Sleep Well can help you. Sleep hot? Your partner toss and turn? No problem. Sleep Well can help. Corner of First and White Sands. Sleep Well. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. It'll be a 2nd down and 4 for Valencia as they begin the second quarter. We switch sides, so Valencia now going towards the north end zone, right to left on your radio dial. They lead 8-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. A couple of turnovers for the Tigers and a turnover on downs. Valencia has an interception and a turnover on downs, so a little bit of first game issues you would think. Lucero back to pass. Not a ton of pressure, and he fires to the near side, and a lot of contact, looked like pushing and shoving on both sides. And the Tiger defender out on the far end making the play, looked like number 8 for Alamogordo, which is Will Gill, one of the corners for Alamogordo. So he makes the stop, and it'll be 3rd down and about 4. Tigers defense looks a little confused here on the coverage. I think they're going to have to use a timeout. They will. That's already the Tigers' 3rd timeout. Now they've used 2 on offense, 1 on defense, and you could just tell there was confusion for Alamogordo about who they were supposed to be covering on the play, and had also one man that ran off late. We'll go ahead and keep it right here as the Tigers will talk things over. Again, 8-0 your score as we sit here in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The touchdown for the Jags, Andres Lucero, a 2-yard touchdown to Jaramillo, who caught 3 passes on that drive. He's caught actually 3 of the 4 passes that Lucero has completed tonight. Make that 4 catches. So I had an extra catch in there when I was trying to figure out my stat book. All right, here we go. Another big 3rd down. Got to think this is probably still 4-down territory for Valencia at midfield. Haven't been shy about going for it unless it's a big loss of a play. Running back to the right of Lucero. Man in motion from right to left is Harris. They'll fake the handoff. Lucero back to pass. Looking to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He is going to get the 1st down. Crossed the 45-yard line into Tiger territory. Just went straight up the middle. The Tigers got into the backfield, but the hole opened up, and there was nobody in the middle of the field. And it's a gain of 7 on the rush for Lucero, and a 1st down. 1st and 10 from the Alamogordo 43. One wide receiver near side, trips out to the far. Ball between the hashes. Lucero again, straight back to pass. He will cut inside, he'll throw, and he'll complete. And it looks like Jaramillo is going to make the grab near the marker, right in the middle of the field. Wait to see if they're going to move the chains. Doesn't look like it right now. I haven't spotted the ball yet. And that's going to be a 9-yard gain. Second down and 1. Man in motion right to left. Harris again. He gets the handoff. Got a lead blocker. And he may have lost the football, but it looks like, or did Valencia jump on? I thought Valencia jumped on it. Nope, it's Alamogordo. So Harris fumbles up the football. And waiting to see who the man was that came out of there with the football. Was that number 20? Boy, there was a couple of guys that came out of there. Not sure who grabbed it for Alamogordo. I'm going to go 24. It looked like Mark Prather was the one who grabbed it, but again, it's a big pile, and good luck trying to figure out who was the guy that came out of it. But I'll give it to Mark. I may be wrong on that. So give me a break. The big thing is the Tigers have the football back with 10:51 to go. 2 turnovers aside. Man in motion from right to left is Mendoza. He'll get the handoff, and was able to get away from a couple of defenders, but he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Looked like Valencia had that read from the get-go. Tigers were on the near hash and ran that from the far side to the near side, and there wasn't a whole lot of room there for the Tigers to be able to turn the corner because of the short end of the field. And that's going to lose the Tigers about 5 yards on the rush. First carry of the night for Mendoza on the play. Martin will roll out to his left in the bootleg throw and almost intercepted again. And almost another interception for Damasio Barela. A flag. And we'll see what that is. Looks like on the far sideline. A legal shift on Alamogordo. Looks like they're going. I don't know. No, they did decline it? Okay. Okay, so they'll take the incompletion, which is the smart play. It'll be 3rd and 15. Tigers with a 3rd and 15, 10 minutes to go. Second quarter, trailing 8-0. Haven't had much success offensively, but have come up with some big stops on defense. Kept them in it. Martin will roll to his right. He's already got pressure on him. He throws. I'm not sure if he found anybody. I'm not sure there was a Tiger in the area. Kind of surprised that wasn't intentional grounding. That one play earlier was, but an incompletion and a 3-and-out for the Tigers. And unfortunately, it's that first down play. That was a theme last year for the Tigers, is losing yardage on first down, and just getting them behind the 8 ball and trying to recover that as the drive. You're at 2nd down and 12, 13, 15, and trying to get that back. Not easy. Hopefully the Tigers get a little bit better snap here. As Brett Money back to punt, and this is a good snap, and a bit of a line drive kick, and goes out of bounds. Not a very good kick there for the Tigers, as it probably going to be shy of the 50 here to the 47-yard line. And about a 22-yard punt there for the Tigers. And Valencia gets the ball back in good field position. 47-yard line on the Tigers side of the field with 9:52 remaining in quarter number 2 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Lucero with the running back to his right. 2 wide receivers to each side. Tigers 4 down linemen. That 4-2-5 look. Harris in motion left to right again. He'll get the football. Harris trying to turn the corner and is just getting a piece of him. Was one of the Tigers there and close to a horse collar, but I think he managed to just grab the jersey. And if anything, just slowed down Harris enough to where he couldn't really get a full head of steam coming around the corner. Gain of about 4 yards for Harris on the carry. Second down and 6 for Valencia inside the 45-yard line. Harris switching sides left to right. No running back at the moment with Lucero. Receivers bunched up. Now Harris right to left, and a bit of a late snap. Option toss inside, a little shovel pass. That's complete, and the running back all the way inside the 20-yard line. Ryan Thompson gets the ball and rumbles. See where they mark him down. Gets it all the way to about the 17-yard line, the 1st and 10 on the far sideline, far hash. Just a little shovel pass. You had players moving in opposite directions, and well drawn up play. Lucero running back to his right, 1st and 10. Straight back, drop back, throws to the corner of the end zone. Penalty flag. Looks like it's caught anyway by the Jaguars. Looks like it's Jaramillo again. We'll wait on the penalty flag, but I think it's probably going to be on Alamo. We'll see. We'll hold off before the final call, but I think this will count. If it is, it's an 18-yard touchdown pass. Still haven't gotten the official call from the White Hat. On the Tigers. So the Jaguars do get the touchdown, and it looks like they will go for two again. Second touchdown grab for Jaramillo, and the second touchdown pass for Lucero. With 8:28 to go, it's a 14-0 lead, and again, they will go for it. Spread it out. Harris comes in motion right to left. Fake of the handoff. They'll go to the fade to the corner again, and that will be incomplete. And it'll keep it a 14-0 game as Valencia extends their lead. 8:28 remaining in quarter number 2. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 14-0 Valencia. Alamogordo will try and answer back here when we return on 103.7.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Valencia High School in Los Lunas. It's an 8:28 to go in the second quarter. It's a 14-0 lead for the Jaguars. Has a new one on me that the pass interference penalties, but you know what? I can't think of too many times I've seen the catch with the pass interference penalties, so I'll take that as my inexperience on it. Tigers on a line drive kick and bouncing it to the outside. Looks like Tom Turnbull is maybe going to get past the 10-yard line. Tigers going to be inside the 20 regardless to get things started here on an evening that just hasn't gotten going offensively for them. A couple of turnovers, and on the running plays, the offensive line just hasn't been able to either give enough time or get the lead blocks in front to be able to get some solid yardage, with the exception of one play. Tigers have had 2 legitimately positive plays in this game, that option run by Martin and then a completion by Martin earlier. Otherwise, it's been tough sledding for the Tigers. They're going to stick here with the pistol, and Martin with Gonzalez behind him. 3 wide receivers out to the far side. Rolling to his right is Martin. Martin trying to turn the corner. He's going to keep it. He's past the 15 and is dragged out shy of the 20-yard line. Braden gets all the way to the 20-yard line, actually, so that's a 10-yard gain, and that's the Tiger first down. So a great start to the drive there for Alamogordo. Pretty simple on the play call there. Took it, and I think he was at least thinking about throwing, but kept it, able to get around the corner and get the first down. Good speed there from Braden to give the Tigers the first down on the first play of the drive. Now looking to throw to the near side, and incomplete. The pass is a little bit low there for Turnbull, and he also had to twist and turn to his right to try to grab it, and an incompletion. Second and 10 now for Alamogordo. Ball in the near hash. But I like what I've seen on the first two plays this drive. Quick. Get the ball out of the pocket as fast as you can. Valencia showing blitz here. Rolling to his left is Martin. Martin, option toss, Gonzalez. He's able to reel it in. And actually, I don't think Gonzalez on that play. And maybe a loss on the play for the Tigers. It was not Gonzalez. Number 5 for the Tigers. Sean Hayes on the carry. His first carry goes for a 2-yard loss. It was really didn't get to carry the ball that much there. It was Martin trying to hold off for the late option toss, but Valencia had it covered. 5 wide here for the Tigers, and the Valencia player jumped off sides on the near side, near defensive end, and so 5-yard penalty. Help out the Tigers a little bit in this spot and make it 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 11. Every little bit will help for the Tigers. Certainly better percentage to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. Still a 3rd and long here for the Tigers. Martin throws and just too far in front of Tom Turnbull. Looked like he had a pretty good seam there, just pretty much running a skinny slant or almost a go from the near hash to the middle of the field, and just got led a bit too much, and the Tigers will be forced to punt. 3rd punt of the night for Alamogordo. As they trail 14-0 with 7:15 remaining in the first quarter. We got a Jags player running off late. Tigers did snap it. Did they get a timeout before? And I guess they're going to give him the timeout before the snap. And Valencia will avoid the 5-yard penalty. I doubt the Tigers would have gone for it if they'd been able to draw the too many men or illegal substitution. So it'll be a 4th and 7. Tigers will talk it over. 7:14 remaining. 14-0, the Tigers trailing. 2 turnovers for Alamogordo. 2 turnovers for Valencia. A fumble and interception for them. A couple of picks for the Tigers. You know, the one big difference is Valencia's been able to move the ball tonight. They've gone down the field a couple of times, and the connection tonight has been Andres Lucero and Robbie Jaramillo. Those two guys have got some chemistry, and the Tigers are having trouble covering Jaramillo. He's got some size, and guy plays as a defensive lineman, certainly got some speed. It looks more like a tight end from up here, but plays as a wide receiver. Money, high punt. Looks like it will drop at the 45. We'll take a Tiger bounce and roll to about the 40-yard line. I think about a 37-yard punt. And the Tigers back out on defense again with just a little over 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and they trail 14-0. Now they're going to have to find something offensively. Defense has made some plays, but boy, they've been out there a lot tonight. And credit to Andres Lucero. He's keyed this offense tonight, made some smart plays, and been able to get away from Alamogordo's pass rush. Steps up in the pocket, down the middle of the field. Jaramillo makes the grab, and he's going to go all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. 60 yards on the play. And the Tigers went man-to-man with them, and it just isn't working. The Tiger was there, but mistimed his jump, and the size difference has, I think, been the bigger issue, is the Tigers just haven't been able to match up with Jaramillo. 60-yard touchdown for Lucero. Third touchdown reception of the night for Jaramillo. And another 2-point conversion try here. Yeah, that appears to be it. Lucero out of the shotgun, trying to make it 22-0. Lucero thrown to the corner and making the grab again. That is not Lucero this time. This time it'll be Angelo Legarreta. And Valencia goes in front 22-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. 6:50 remaining in the second quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers down 22-0. And the line drive kick goes right off the chest of a Tiger player, and looks like Alamogordo falls on it. It'll be in front of the 30-yard line. And Alamogordo's offense desperately needs to get something started here with 6:45 to go in the second quarter just to get something positive before the end of the half. And maybe more than anything, don't give the ball right back to Valencia offense, which at least that connection from Lucero to Jaramillo has been money tonight. Two wide receivers, a tight ends, and a handoff here, and dropped in the backfield. It's Jaramillo on the carry, and it's going to, I'm sorry, not Jaramillo, but Gonzalez on the carry for the Tigers. It'll be about a 4-yard loss. And Alamo just unable to get anything going. Did get a first down on the first play of the last drive, but that defensive line for Valencia, they've been bringing the blitz. So it has been the 4 defensive linemen, but they've sent 5 or 6 in some occasions, and Alamogordo just hasn't had an answer for it up to this point. Looks like J.P. Madden into the game for Alamogordo, as Braden Martin has come out as the quarterback. Madden will drop back to pass. He'll throw, and it's complete. We've got a penalty flag. Tom Turnbull's got the ball. Turnbull is carrying forward all the way almost to the first down marker, and we'll see what the penalty flag is before we count that for the Tigers. It would be a gain of 14. Well, they're still talking it over at the moment. Really crisp throw there from JP. And they keep Braden Martin in as a wide receiver. Still talking it over. Still have a, they're going to call a hold on Valencia. And so a 10-yard penalty on top of the completion for the Tigers. So a 14-yard completion from Madden to Turnbull. And the Tigers have a first down, and they have a first down right about midfield between the hashes, going left to right with 5:44 to go in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, trailing 22-0. Madden will roll to his right, and he's looking to throw. A little bit of a duck. It's short, and it will drop at the 20-yard line. He was trying to rack it up deep for Julio Mendoza, but unable to get a whole lot into it. Pressure was there quickly, and the Tigers will have a 2nd and 10. And JP standing back there looks like, Ben Roethlisberger or Dante Culpepper, big quarterback, and he made a very nice throw in the scrimmage. I don't know how many people came up to me and talked about the throw that he made to the corner of the end zone in that scrimmage last Friday night, and made a nice completion on his first throw that time. Just not sure if one of the Valencia players got a hand on it when he threw it or if it just came out of his hand awkwardly, but here's a toss to the far side that is going to be behind Turnbull. Kind of a bubble screen. They had the wide receivers getting up in front of the play to try and block for Tom, but incomplete pass, and it is 3rd down and 10. 5:25 remaining second quarter. Jags leading the Tigers 22-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Trying to get back into my old routines. So JP Madden, 3 wide receivers on the near side, 2 to the far. Here comes the blitz. Here comes a throw, and almost found his man streaking up the far hash, but unable to complete the play. Looks like that's Julio. And yeah, that was Julio on the intended pass. Tigers look like they will punt again. Brett punting for the 4th time with 5:20 remaining. But they do get a first down. They do switch the field. And I think as well keep the defense off the field for a little bit. That was a positive. Snap. And Brett will put a good punt into it. This may roll all the way to the end zone. Nope, this is going to stop. That grass stopped it down inside the 10-yard line. Great punt there from Brett inside the 10 to about the 9. That's a 41-yard punt. And the Tigers back out on defense. And with Valencia backed up inside their own 10, be a good spot to try and get a stop and maybe get the offense back out on the field before the end of the half. Big thing, obviously, don't let Valencia get down the field and maybe put 2 on number 87. That might be a plan for the Tigers. Can't say enough about Robbie Jaramillo and the connection he's had with Andres Lucero in this game. He's been hard to defend. And he is out to the far side. Lucero hands it off and stopped in the backfield. Boy, who got back there for the Tigers? That's Max Merrill. I'm sorry, Max Merrill gets into the backfield quickly, and it's a big stop. About a 4-yard loss for Thompson on the carry. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and maybe 15, but we'll call it 14. Boy, in the end zone, a little bit of a late handoff, and the Tigers getting more aggressive defensively, and it's Harris on the carry this time, and it looks like it'll be another loss. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Nope, it'll be about a 1-yard loss. And so the Tigers have forced Valencia into a 3rd and long. Kind of surprised that Valencia hadn't gone to the air in either play on this drive, but I guess trying to get that running game moving and being maybe not as aggressive. And that one is going to be incomplete, and a penalty flag is going to come in here at the end. I'm going to wait and see what this is. Is this roughing the passer, or is this another? Oh, yeah, I think this is going to be a safety. I think they're going to call intentional grounding again. And it is a safety, so the Tigers' defense gets Alamogordo on the scoreboard as Lucero throws it away to the outside, and it'll end up being a safety. The Tigers will get the ball back and get on the board here. It's 22-2. So Valencia will kick it off on the free kick here. The Tigers do get on the scoreboard. Line drive and picked up to the 50-yard line as Mendoza breaks a tackle, 45 near sideline, and he's going to give Alamogordo great starting field position all the way to the 35-yard line. And maybe this is a catalyst for the Tigers here. The defense gets the points, and see if the offense can make something happen here. You're probably already in field goal range for Brett Money from this point. He can knock it in from about the 35-yard line in. He's a pretty safe bet. But I guarantee you, if you're Alamogordo, you're not thinking field goal in this spot. You want to get it in the end zone and try and build some momentum. Definitely an unusual score, 22-2. J.P. Madden back in the game at quarterback. Came in the middle of the last drive and picked up a first down. And no snap from the Tigers. It'll be a false start on pretty much everybody but the center. Five-yard penalty on Alamogordo. Well, not the start the Tigers wanted to that drive. So 1st and 15, going to 5 wide receivers. But they had some decent looks on that last drive. Just the pass just off the mark. 4-man rush. Madden going to go over the top. Got a man, but it's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete. Was looking for, is that Hayes or not? Looks like number 8 for the Tigers, Will Gill, the intended wide receiver on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down and 15 for Alamogordo. 3:48 remaining. Second quarter, the Tigers trailing by 20. Madden again to throw, pressured, middle of the field, and I think that might have just been tipped by one of the Jags players, or if it was just behind. If he had that thrown on the mark down the middle, it's probably a touchdown for the Tigers. I believe that was Mendoza, might have been Bedgood. That was shooting right up the middle of the field. Looks like it was Julio, but an incompletion. Just couldn't quite tell if somebody got a hand on it as it was coming across the middle. Tigers trying to catch those spots in the middle of the zone where the DBs are at, or maybe even catch the safeties flat-footed and the receiver running by him. If that ball's on the mark, it probably is in the end zone. Again, 5 wide for the Tigers. Ball from the 40-yard line. Snap. The throw, and that is complete. Martin's got it. He's got the first down. Braden Martin turns on the Jets and is just shy of getting it into the end zone. A first down for the Tigers inside the 5. Biggest play of the game for Alamogordo, maybe outside that safety. See where it is. Maybe right about the 5-yard line. So we'll give him 35, 36 on the gain. Great run after the catch there from Braden Martin. 1st and goal for Alamogordo for the first time tonight. 3:20 remaining in the second quarter. Running back behind J.P. Madden. Got it tied into the right. Here's the handoff. And trying to go straight up the middle, but nothing there. Tigers went with a different running back on that play. That was Hayes. Thought for a second there it was Ellswick, but Hayes with probably a 1-yard loss. Tigers lining up 2 wide receivers to the far. One to the near. Max Merrill, the tight end off the left side. Pistol formation. Again, Hayes the running back. Madden looking to throw, rolling to his left. JP still looking. Throws and incomplete. Tried to throw it across his body back to either Mendoza or Bedgood. I think it was Julio. Appears to be some discussion afterwards between one of the Jags players and Mendoza afterwards. Maybe just exchanging pleasantries. You never know. 2:14 remaining here in the second quarter. The Tigers on the doorstep. A 3rd and 6. And gosh, you really want a touchdown in this spot. You come up with the safety. A big play from Madden to Martin to get them to this spot. Can they finish it off and get that momentum going into the locker room, make it a 2-score game? Madden empty set in the backfield. Looking to throw. Going to the corner, and that is overthrown. Well, actually, he had it right to the pylon in the left corner, but nobody was there. Mendoza was trying to get over to that spot, but just couldn't do so, and looks like the Tigers will go with the field goal. They'll take the points, which you certainly can't blame them here. And they'll bring on Brett Money, and this will be chip shot range for him. Looks like it's on the near hash. So a bit of a challenge here. It's, because the hashes are a bit wider in high school and college, to try and push that as a left kicker. This isn't one that you can pull here from his spot. So we'll see how he handles it. Call it about a 24-yard field goal. Snap wasn't great. Kick is up, and it is good. We've got a penalty flag, though. Let's see what the flag is. Field goal good. They're going to call running into the kicker on Valencia. The Tigers want to do here in this spot with running into the kicker. I don't think this gives them a first down. And they may take it on the kickoff. So they'll take the field goal. And the Tigers make it a 22-5 game after the field goal from Money. A 24-yard variety. And it's 22-5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll come back. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers add on a little bit more, a 22-5 game. And the Tigers will get to kick off here from the 45-yard line. So I guess that is a 15-yard penalty, but it's not an automatic first down penalty. And he'll just go ahead and kick this right into the back of the end zone. That was way too easy there for Brett. He can knock that in from the normal kickoff position. Brett did a lot of traveling throughout the summer. And visited a lot of kicking camps. And just a junior, that young man, of course, is a great player on the soccer team as well. 22-5, 2:03 to go in the second quarter. And Tigers defense back out on the field. They came up with a huge play, kind of galvanized the Tigers a little bit, forcing a intentional grounding out of the end zone, gave them a safety. Tigers went down, picked up the field goal. Still a 3-score game, but the defense was able to get something fired up, and at least on that last drive, able to keep it out of number 87's hands. Lucero still calling out some plays. Now the back judge is counting. Does get the snap off in time. Fake the handoff and a little outplay to Harris. Harris makes the grab. Harris is going to be dragged down. And from the 20-yard line out to about the 26, that'll be a 6-yard gain. Second down and 4 for Valencia. The clock still runs here with 1:35 remaining. Valencia might be a bit conservative here. They've got the lead, and they'll have the ball to begin the second half. Tigers got the kickoff to begin this game. From the near hash, out of the shotgun, Lucero back to pass. And it's a little screen. He's got Thompson. Thompson got a penalty flag as he'll get all the way to the 46-yard line. Now we'll wait and see what the penalty flag is. It was right about where Thompson grabbed it. So maybe if they've got an illegal man upfield, that's what you sometimes see on screen plays, or an eligible man upfield. But let's wait and see what the call will be by the near sideline official. And it looks like Valencia started walking backwards. So maybe one of the offensive linemen got too far beyond the line of scrimmage. Or maybe not. No, they're going to wave it off. And so a first down for Valencia, 19-yard completion. Handoff Thompson comes around left in to the 50, to the 45 on the Tiger side of the field before he's upended. And he's going to pick up another first down. It'll stop the clock about to the 42-yard line. 13-yard gain on the rush. 1:03 remaining. Valencia still has 2 of their 3 timeouts. They really don't need to rush here. They do roll the clock, though. That didn't get out of bounds. Lucero with trips to the far side, one wide receiver to the near side. Penalty flags, and boy, you had the umpire, the far line judge, and the referee all throw flags. That's a false start on Valencia. First down and 15. Clock rolls again, about 50 seconds to go. Valencia getting position here with 5 wide receivers. Harrison motion left to right. They'll fake the handoff. Lucero looking to throw. Steps up, pressured, gets away from a couple of defenders. Now will run for it, and he'll get out of bounds. May have gotten 2 or 3 yards on the carry. Stops the clock, though, with 38 seconds remaining. And it'll be second down and 12. 22-5, one of the more unusual scores you'll see. Tigers trailing to Valencia. Jaguars have scored 3 touchdowns, but have gone for 2 points each time. They've succeeded twice and failed once. Tigers have a safety and a field goal. Out of the shotgun, running back to the right of Lucero. Deep throw, near sideline, double teamed. The ball is incomplete. And they actually weren't double teaming Jaramillo on that particular play, surprisingly enough. Looked like that was Gill and Cameron Beban here to the near side. Third down and 12. 32 seconds remaining in the half. Gotta wonder if Valencia would think about going for it on 4th down if they don't get a whole lot here. Especially if it's 4th and 12, or they want to just try and push the Tigers back deep. Man in motion right to left. It's going to be a throw here from Lucero. Drifting to his right, now running to his right. Tigers are after him. Still running, still running. He turns upfield, and he will get out of bounds. Boy, hopefully that was just one of the Tigers that tripped up there. Yeah, I think it was. Thought for a second it was a late hit there, but not the case. And Lucero maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll go ahead and give him that. It's like where the marker is. He probably lost about a yard. 4th down, and at least at the moment, probably would have suited the Jags for him to stay in bounds there, but doesn't look like they're going to punt. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen much of a kicking game except for on the kickoffs for Valencia. They haven't tried any field goals or extra points, and haven't tried to punt yet. But it is on the Alamogordo side of the field, and the Jags are going to call a timeout and decide what to do with 22 seconds left. I just wouldn't want to give Alamogordo the ball if it's an incomplete pass right about midfield. If the Tigers complete one pass, it probably puts them in Brett Money's field goal range. So I don't know. If they've got the punter, at least just try and pin the Tigers back deep. Alamo won't have any timeouts to try to really do anything with it. So, but Valencia's been aggressive all night, and it's worked for him. So couldn't really fault them to keep going with that. And certainly if they don't feel like they are as comfortable in the kicking game as they want to be, don't necessarily take that chance. 22-5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. A 4th and 13 from the Alamogordo 45-yard line is coming up. And personnel looks to be offensive. Maybe a little pooch kick or something throw. Do a little quick kick, or they may just go for it. They're just going to go for it. He rolls to his right and looks to throw back to his left. It's up in the air, and it is caught and getting away from the defender. Is he going to be shy of the end zone? Yes, he will be, but the Tigers man-to-man just have not been able to match up against these Jags receivers. They do have a timeout left. The clock is stopped. They can spike it. It's down to about the 10-yard line. They may just go ahead and go for it. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. That was a 35-yard completion. Making the catch was Angelo Legarreta, number 84. But just, fought the Tiger defender for the ball. Cameron Bevan was the defender and won the battle. Valencia calls the timeout. Boy, I thought they did spike the ball. They did not. So, boy, some time ran off the clock, about 4 seconds. And the official rolled the clock. I think he was kind of late getting to the play initially, so they wouldn't let him snap it. That was a weird sequence there, but it seemed like the Jaguars got the bad end of it from the officials a little bit. But they've got a 1st and goal here from the 10-yard line, and I got to think they're probably just going to throw a couple of fade patterns here to try to get it in the end zone. They don't have any timeouts, but with the way that their receivers have been able to beat the Tigers one-on-one tonight, whether it's Jaramillo or on that last play, Legarreta, that feels like the smart play if you're Valencia, and Lucero's been able to make those throws tonight. Snaps. Stepping back, Tigers are going to pressure him. Rolling to his right, this man to be in the last play, throws it in the air, and there's going to be a pass interference penalty as the clock runs out, so it's going to be an untimed down. It looked like the Tiger defender really wasn't turned to face the ball and ran into the Valencia player on the throw. But the officials are talking it over. We'll wait and see what the official decision is. But with no time left on the clock, Valencia would get the ball, I think, half the distance to the goal. The Tigers' defense is headed back on the field, so it would appear Valencia is going to get the ball. So holding. Oh, there was holding and pass interference. So it ends up being about a 4 or 5 yard penalty. All right. Untimed down here for Valencia. Tigers got good pressure from the defensive line in that last play. Let's see if they can do it again. kind of blew up the play. Rolling to his right is Lucero. He's got time. He throws and complete. Boy, just a killer there for Alamogordo to give up that touchdown late, and it's Jaramillo again as he picks up his 4th touchdown grab of the night. And about as tough as it gets there for the Tigers. There was a 4th and 13 from the 45, and Jags made a big play to get it down to the 10. Then a penalty, and then the touchdown grab. Man in motion left to right, Lucero. Pump fakes, throws, and it's another grab. This time it's number 84, Angelo Legarreta, and another 2-point conversion. And that'll be halftime with Valencia leading Alamogordo 30-5. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
If you find yourself frustrated because your internet is slow, then you need to call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company. They have the speed, the reliability, and the customer service to turn your frustration into smiles. Now, doesn't that sound like a better plan? Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company at 585-2700 and get connected today.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Lose weight, be happier, get smarter, improve your memory, all by doing one thing. Sleep well. Tax time in 2018 is your chance to catch up on great sleep. Use your hard-earned tax refund to buy yourself the one thing that can make the biggest difference in your health, a new mattress to get better sleep. Sleep Well is here to help you find the right mattress for your needs. Back problems? Too heavy snoring? Sleep Well can help you. Sleep hot? Your partner toss and turn? No problem. Sleep Well can help. Corner of First and White Sands. Sleep Well. When you sleep well, you live well.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back to Valencia High School here in Los Lunas. It's been all Jaguars here in the first half as they lead 30-5. The Tigers offensively got a little bit going as the half went on, but nothing consistent. Defense comes up with a stop on a safety. Tigers, after the safety, get down in for a field goal, but defensively, the Tigers haven't had much answer for Andres Lucero and Robbie Jaramillo. Jags got on the scoreboard with 8:07 to go in the first quarter. Lucero hit Jaramillo for a 2-yard touchdown pass. Then Lucero completed a 2-point conversion pass to Ryan Thompson. 8:28 to go in the second quarter. It was Lucero an 18-yard throw to Robbie Jaramillo. You'll sense a trend here. 14-0 after the 2-point conversion was no good. Then it was Lucero to Jaramillo again, this time 60 yards. With 6:50 to go in the second quarter, 22-0 after the 2-point conversion was good. Tigers then forced the safety with 4:03 to go in the second, made it 22-2. Tigers got the ball, took it all the way down inside the 5, but unfortunately weren't able to get it in the end zone and ended up with a Brett Money field goal to make it 22-5. And then right there at the end of the half, there wasn't much time left, but another big pass play from Valencia before the half ended. It was Legarreta this time on the pass from Lucero, and it was just one-on-one, and Legarreta won the battle for it and then got down inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for the Tigers, looked like they had the stop, but a pass interference penalty on Alamogordo and a right call by the official. Just one of the Tiger players was back to the play, putting his hands up, and ran into the receiver before the ball even got there. Just an easy call for one of the officials out there. And on an untimed down, Valencia gets in the end zone on another touchdown pass from Lucero to Jaramillo, and it's 30-5. Certainly not the start Alamogordo would have wanted. We'll see if they can turn things around in the halftime locker room and just get some positives out of this one. It's it's certainly they've tried to run the football, have been able to do so against this defensive line. Throwing, they obviously switched out to J.P. Madden. He's made a couple of nice throws, and Braden Martin made a couple of nice throws as well for the Tigers, but did have a couple of interceptions as well. 2 turnovers on each side, by the way. 2 interceptions for Alamogordo, an interception and a fumble for Valencia. But clearly those turnovers haven't really affected the Jags a whole lot. So they lead 30-5 as the halftime clock sits with about 10 minutes left. So we probably got about 15 minutes until the second half gets going. Let's go ahead and hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week. And this week it's Julian Torres of Tiger Soccer. Had a good week so far. Beat Hobbs 4-2 on Tuesday. Yesterday, just a real exciting game against Los Lunas. 4-3 was the final score there. As Alamogordo fell behind 1-0, tied it up, fell behind 2-1, tied it up, eventually took the lead. And Los Lunas would even it up at 3-3. The Tigers would go ahead and grab a 4-3 lead and put the ball, or keep it that way all the way to the end. And Torres had a good game yesterday. 1 goal, 2 assists. Had a couple of goals in the first game. And had a chance to talk with him yesterday. So our Tiger Athlete of the Week, which is brought to you by McGinn's Pistachio Land, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, and the Winner's Circle here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This is your ESPN Alamogordo Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winner's Circle, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, and McGinn's Pistachio Land. This week's athlete is Julian Torres of Tiger Soccer. Boy, what a game you had to open up the season on Tuesday. Let's talk about those 2 goals. The first one from distance. What did you see? What made you want to take that shot?
Well, I just asked for the ball from Bryce, and I looked back, and I looked up, and the goal was open, so I just tried to take a shot, and it went in. So.
And then the second one, kind of a long run. You had to weave your way through some players. I mean, which one was kind of more enjoyable at the end of it, the long distance one or the second goal?
Probably the long distance, because it was a pretty far goal. But the second goal, I received the ball, and I turned around, and I had like 3 players on me, and I really didn't know what to do, but I just kept dribbling the ball, and then I just shot it, and I made it. So.
Coach talks about the speed that you have, but man, it just seems like, for those of us watching on the outside, the speed that you have against the other players, I mean, is that something you realize, or that you have a legit advantage on, and that you can be faster than those defenders and get by them?
Yes, Coach keeps telling me that my speed, and like every time I get out there, that only a few defenders could stop me. I've been showing it out there. Are there college plans to play soccer? I mean, is that in the works for you, or? Yes, I'm pretty sure, but I really don't know what I'm going to really do after college.
Yeah. What you're going to do in college after that. Yeah. You guys get Chaparral on Saturday. That is, you get a smile on your face right away. I mean, I think that the team the last couple of years has really relished playing them twice a year. It's a battle. What is it like playing Chaparral? Because they always have a good team, and it's really tight between you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, they have a really good team, but we had seen them last year in the state tournament, and gosh, it was a really intense game the whole game through, and I can't really wait until Saturday's game so we can go out there and see who's the best team out of us too.
We encourage everybody to get out there and see that, and see Julian and the rest of the team. Well, we hope that it continues to be a great season for you guys, and you'll have another opportunity at winning another state championship. I know what everybody's goal is. Yeah.
Yes.
Julian Torres, congratulations on being Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500. What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you, your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com. What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back here to Valencia High School. Hey, I can hear myself again. It's more important that you guys can hear me than I can hear myself. Bridgestone Motor scoreboard, it's 30-5. Valencia is in front of the Alamogordo Tigers. Got some stats for you. Able to tabulate all of those during our after the week interview there. Passing, 2 of 10 for 23 yards and 2 picks for Braden Martin, 2 of 8 for 50 yards for J.P. Madden. Rushing the football, 5 carries for 31 yards for Braden Martin, 5 carries for negative 12 yards for Elias Gonzalez, 1 carry, negative 5 yards for Julio Mendoza, and Billy Hayes with a carry and negative 2 yards. A catch for negative 1 yard for Elias Gonzalez, 1 catch for 24 yards for Julio Mendoza, 1 for 36 for Braden Martin, and Tom Turnbull, 1 catch for 14 yards. On the other side, Andres Lucero, 13 of 21 for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 safety. He threw the ball on an intentional grounding, led to the Tiger points. 13 yards for Lucero rushing on 5 carries. Nayati Harris with 29 yards rushing and 9 yards rushing for Ryan Thompson. Meanwhile, Robbie Jaramillo just having an unbelievable game, number 87 with 8 catches, 138 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the first half. 2 catches for 63 yards for Angelo Legarreta, 2 catches for 45 yards for Ryan Thompson, and 1 catch for 6 yards for Nayati Harris. Tough first half for the Tigers. I mean, really no way to, I don't want to say there isn't a silver lining. I thought the defense made some nice plays. A couple of nice throws from J.P. Madden. offensively, it just hasn't been there for the Tigers. I did feel like that they got a little bit quicker getting the ball out of the backfields in the second quarter, later in the first quarter. That was what really, I think, hurt them early on in the game and got them in negative situations. Both teams with a decent amount of penalties up to this point, probably about even on that. Both teams have 2 turnovers. It's just been Valencia's ability to move the ball and Alamogordo's inability to move the ball tonight. And what can the Tigers find in the second half? Maybe it's not a win, but if they can at least play a better half of football than what we saw in the first, some positives to be taken out of that. All right, still second half to go. Boy, it's kind of new with a spread offense. The Tigers have been running a lot of spread stuff in this game that this would take a little while. We're almost 9 o'clock here, and the second half hasn't even begun. So just sort of how that works out sometimes. But the Tigers will try to find something here in the second half. Most certainly going to be a challenge for them. All right, what else do we have coming up for sports around the area this weekend? We'll start with Alamogordo. Boys soccer tomorrow over at Reiner Steinhoff Soccerplex. A 1 p.m. kickoff for varsity against Chaparral. The girls soccer team will be at Chaparral tomorrow. That's 1 p.m. for varsity on their side as well. And I believe that's it tomorrow for Alamogordo. Tonight, of course, you got Tularosa football taking on Hot Springs. We'll let you know what happens in that one. Cloudcroft tomorrow is at McCurdy. Mescalero is at home as they face off against Mission Achievement and Success Academy. Cloudcroft cross country. Trails to Rails 3 mile for them this weekend. And I think that's it for our area sports heading into this weekend. Tigers have come back out onto the field. And about 2 minutes left on the halftime clock. We'll also get the 3-minute warm-up period. And we'll get our way into the second half. With Alamogordo trailing 30-5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, you're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Basin Telephone Company to get connected. 585-2700.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
When you hear the term Outfitters of Champions, you know it's the Winner's Circle. They can do all your custom silk screen and embroidery on hats, shirts, and jackets. Whether it's for your business, team sales, special events, or personal use. The Winner's Circle is the place for quality work at reasonable prices with group and team discounts available. They also customize trophies, personalized plaques, and sporting gear. The Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street, or give them a call at 437-9373.
Lose weight, be happier, get smarter, improve your memory, all by doing one thing. Sleep well. Tax time in 2018 is your chance to catch up on great sleep. Use your hard-earned tax refund to buy yourself the one thing that can make the biggest difference in your health, a new mattress to get better sleep. Sleep Well is here to help you find the right mattress for your needs. Back problems? Too heavy snoring? Sleep Well can help you. Sleep hot? Your partner toss and turn? No problem. Sleep Well can help. Corner of First and White Sands. Sleep Well. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome back. Both teams are back out on the field and doing warm-ups here at Valencia High School. Tigers trailing 30-5 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Want to thank a lot of our sponsors. Actually, we'll thank all of our sponsors. Tiger Sports sponsors: Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Otero Federal Credit Union, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Sleepwell, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, the Winner's Circle, White Sands Motorsports, Richardson Motors bringing you the scoreboard. Our Tiger Athlete of the Week, as we mentioned, brought to you by the Winner's Circle, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, and McGinn's Pistachio Land. And don't forget to tune into the CanMZ Football Roundtable. Had our first one this morning from 11 until noon. Brought to you by Charles Garland and Harris Agency, Manny Gonzalez, Desert Sun Auto Group, and Brandon Burling. First National Bank, Donna Clemens and Brian Smyset. Christ Community Church, Timothy Brock, and Caldwell Banker, Cedric Nelson, Jake Roberts. Again, we're live from 11 to noon and picking high school, college, and pro games every week. We usually have a lot of fun there, and hope that you can tune into that. Some other stats for you guys. 3 first downs for the Tigers in the first half, 9 for Valencia. Penalties, Tigers 5 for 45 yards, Valencia 7 for 50. And again, 2 turnovers on each side. Both sides also had a turnover on downs. No sacks on either end. Again, Valencia will have the ball to begin the second half. And they'll try to add on to this lead. Something worth mentioning, just checking the radar, because being the weather nerd that I am, there's a little bit of rain moving up our direction. So we could see some rain in the second half. Again, cross our fingers that it's just rain and not lightning. That would be rain's fine. Rain is football weather, but the lightning certainly is not. I know I keep mentioning I'm probably jinxing something, but I'd like to think I have some type of control of the weather, but I don't. All right, Tigers going to kick it off from right to left here. Brett Money to kick it off for Alamogordo. And first kickoff for Brett from the normal spot. Well, went to place the ball, and it fell right off as he was walking back. This time it stays. All right. 30-5 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard as we begin the second half. And Money will send it deep, puts the left foot into it. And this will go all the way back in the end zone. It will be a touchback. Of course, you can't return it out of the end zone in high school football, and Jags will begin at the 20-yard line to begin half number 2. Thanks very much for tuning in tonight. If you joined us on our YouTube channel as well, or either or, it's probably one or the other. But hopefully you've been able to enjoy the game wherever you're at on 103.7 or online. Probably, if you're a Tigers fan, not enjoying the score at this point, but we'll see what the Tigers can do. Keep fighting to the end of this game. Certainly was something we saw from them last year, their ability to keep working. Jags will send one wide receiver to the near side. It's trips out to the far side with Lucero in the shotgun. Hands it off Thompson. Thompson straight up the middle this time. And he'll get a decent carry here on first down. Probably about 6 yards on the rush. Second down and 4. Trips near side this time with one wide receiver out to the far side. And Lucero back to pass. Lucero steps up in the pocket, throws. He's got Jaramillo. And a missed tackle there by the Tigers. Jaramillo tries to make another move. This time he's dropped down, but it's going to be more than enough for a first down as he gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That'll be 7 or 8 on the carry. Or I should say the catch. Run after the catch. By the way, now up to 9 catches and 146 yards, 4 touchdowns for Jaramillo tonight. 11 minutes to go, third quarter. Tigers trailing 30-5. And a 1st and 10. A little bit of a low snap. Lucero picks it up, tosses it out to the far side, but too far in front of his wide receiver. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Really didn't have to hurry that too much. Tigers did have some pressure. Shane Sargent, I believe, getting into the backfield there. Now it's number 56 for the Tigers. Getting in the backfield, Trevor Penning. And now he is running off the field here late. Get off before the snap, though. Man in motion is Harris. And the ball comes loose. It's on the ground. Is Harris able to fall on it? Looks like he was, but it's going to be a big loss. The snap, again, was a little low, and as Lucero came up with it, Harris was coming across in the jet sweep, and he basically just kneed or kicked it out of his hands. And a break there for Valencia that Harris was able to fall on it. It is a 5-yard loss, though, on the play. Again, a change here from the Tigers. They'll send Bebb into the near side and Mendoza out to the far side. And back to pass again is Lucero. Tigers with some pressure, but the throw down the middle. Oh, tipped in the air. He was looking for number 33, no, number 13. Nico Gallegos. And gotta think at this point the Jags would punt this deep in their own territory. Yes, they will. So, hey, all in all, Tigers got to be happy. They do give up a first down, but they're able to get the ball back and could have pretty decent field position. Let's see the punt situation for Valencia. Tigers look like they're going to bring the house here, though. The snap is good. We've got a penalty flag. The kick is up. It's not bad, and it's going to get a real nice Valencia roll inside the 35 down to the 31. Curious what the penalty flag is going to be. It was right as the ball was snapped, so I don't know if maybe an illegal formation or shouldn't have been offsides for the Tigers. That would have blown the play dead. Oh, they're talking to a Valencia coach here. So it makes me wonder. No, I think it's on Valencia. Okay. Maybe it was just a discussion of what the call was. So maybe just an illegal shift or an illegal formation of some kind, and they may have them re-kick it here because Valencia got a real nice rollout on that punt. That would be the call I would make if I were the Tigers, is to re-kick it. But we'll see what Coach Cisco decides on. Yes, and I think they're going to have him re-kick it, so the Tigers will bring the special teams unit back out. So this will bring it back a little bit with 10:13 remaining here in the third quarter. And again, Alamogordo down by 25 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. So they'll punt this from inside the 25-yard line, it looks. And the Tigers are hoping for something better, either being able to get to the punter, maybe a bad snap, or just not as good of a rollout there on the punt that they got the last time. Snap is good again. The kick, boy, I think that's better than the last one. And Mendoza's going to let it go, and it's probably going to end up about the same. So pretty much the same deal as it would have been before. Valencia just got a little extra practice with the punt unit at that spot. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Alamogordo 36 as the offense gets to try for the first time here in the second half. It'll be interesting now that if they stick with J.P. Madden, which I would imagine they will, they've had a chance to talk with him in the locker room and figure out what they want to do in the second half. Well, maybe not. Looks like it's Braden Martin. Okay, so the Tigers go back to Braden. And Martin will just run it straight ahead. Martin will put his shoulder down and pick up probably about 3 yards on the rush. Got up to, they give him the 40-yard line, so about a 4-yard gain. Second and 6, Alamogordo needs to reach 46 for a first down. Ball's at the 40. And they've got JP back in there, so the Tigers can get a little bit of both here. Madden throws and gets it to Mendoza, who can't make the grab. Just kind of threw it over the top and without the line of scrimmage, and Mendoza was unable to make the grab. Clock stops here with 9:17 remaining in the third. Two wide receivers the near side, two to the far. Madden's the quarterback. And out of the pistol with the running back behind him. JP will spin, roll to his right, looking to throw, and he's got his man. It's Turnbull. Makes one man miss and has got the first down for the Tigers out to the 50 and maybe just across. So that'll be about a 10-yard completion. Good throw there from JP, felt the pressure and was able to get rid of it in time. Second catch of the night for Tom Turnbull. And the ball just shy midfield, but most importantly, a first down for Alamogordo. And the clock rolling under 9 minutes to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, trailing 30-5 in the third quarter. Madden with the check. He will hand it off. And bouncing it to the outside and getting some good room there. Looks like Gonzalez, he's got a big carry for the Tigers. A first down for Alamogordo. Yeah, so Elias Gonzalez from midfield gets it all the way down to about the 30-yard line, 20-yard gain. That's the best running play of the game for the Tigers. And another first down. Alamogordo starting to figure something out here, it appears. Clock rolls under 8.5 to go in the third quarter. Nothing fancy there, just turnaround handoff, and Gonzalez is able to get some space to the outside of the tackle. So the Tiger offensive line able to get a bit of get a push there. Madden will dish it out to the outside to Gonzalez, but there's nothing there. Just a little flare to the running back, and probably going to lose 3 yards on the reception. Maybe even 4. Valencia's been able to get to those passes out of the backfield. Gonzalez lining up behind Madden. 2 wide receivers. And also a wing back in there, and hand off Gonzalez and nowhere to go. Jaguars into the backfield quickly, and it's about another 4-yard loss. You know, the momentum for the Tigers have been building on the drive, and 2 negative plays have given them about a third and I'd say about 18 here. Yeah, maybe closer to 17. Regardless, ball is just about the 40-yard line. Tigers need the 20. I'll say 18 to go. Out of the shotgun, JP looking to throw, and that one's going to be in. Comes up a little lame on his left knee. And we'll see if the Tigers, this is a pretty long field goal. I think it would be with the wind. This is a long field goal. It's at the 38. This would be 55 yards. Braden Martin, the holder. Everything's got to go smooth on that end. Yeah, I'd say the 38-yard line. So 38 plus 17, yeah. And now we got whistles and got a timeout. Okay, no, just an official timeout. I think they needed to wait for the officials. Jaramillo is going to get back into the end zone, believing he'll have a chance to return this year. Brett going to try a very, very long field goal here. Snap is down. Kick is up. It is going to be short, and Jaramillo will catch it in the end zone, and they draw the play dead there. And so it'll end up giving Valencia the ball at the 20-yard line. So really nothing hurt there for the Tigers. Instead of choosing to punt or trying for the field goal, Brett's able to get that. But Brett probably came up, I'd say, about 5-10 yards short on that particular try. And so Alamogordo stays at a 25-point deficit, 6:22 to go in the third quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And the Jags will begin at their own 20-yard line. Well, that drive had some promise, a couple of first downs, but those two negative plays in a row just killed it for Alamogordo. A little bit of confusion in the secondary for Alamo, it appears. Lucero will be back to pass, and he's got Jaramillo underneath. He's got a first down out to the far sideline. He's still running with it. Tigers will finally bring him down, but not before a huge gain. He's going to get at least 20 on the play. And they'll give him the 40-yard line, so a 20-yard completion, and the Jaguars have a first down. .6:05 remaining now. Trips to the near side, one wide receiver to the far, running back to the left of Lucero, and he gives it to him. And, boy, trying to rip the ball loose there on the tackle. Number 27 for the Tigers. There's the man there on the stop. It was. As Elias Gonzalez keeps it to about a 2-yard gain for Ryan Thompson. 2nd and 8. Ball from the Valencia 42. Man in motion right to left, Harris. They hand it off to him. Tries to get around the outside. Ooh, I think that was a face mask. Well, okay, now that I see the flag on the far sideline, the referee threw the flag on it as well. It spun Harris around on the play, and so it'll be whatever the gain is plus 15 yards for sure. That's not the not the 5-yard variety, which we still have in high school football. You still have the 5 and the 15. But definitely 15 on that play. No doubt about it. So 4 yards on the run and then 15 after, and it'll be a 19-yard gain. Now they take it all the way down to the Alamogordo 35-yard line. Must have gotten a little bit further than where they marked off the penalty from. Got out to about the 50, so you probably got about 10 yards on the rush there, actually. And then you add on the 15 from about midfield. And now we've got penalty flags and likely motion on Valencia. It is, so a 5-yard penalty. Clock stops, 4:59 to go in the third quarter. It's Valencia 30, Alamogordo 5 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Valencia had the ball first here in the second half. Tigers did give up a first down, but got it back, and Alamogordo then moved the ball down the field. Nice run by Elias Gonzalez. Good throw by J.P. Madden. Drive stalled inside the 30, and Tigers tried a field goal, which was no good from 55. 1st and 15 here for Valencia from the 40-yard line. Lucero trying to throw back, and he does have his man. Thompson grabs it. Thompson comes out of the pack. Thompson up the far sideline. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. All the way down to the 20-yard line. It's a 20-yard gain. Make that the, let's see. Make that the 17-yard line. So 23 yards on the completion. And a first down and 10. Now they look like the play was rolling to the right, and it's throw back to the other side. And the Jaguars were able to take advantage. Handoff to Harris, and Harris will burrow ahead after the Tigers stretched out the play well from the far hash to the near hash. And about 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 coming up for Valencia. Lucero with an empty set this time. Harrison motion right to left, fakes the handoff. Lucero rolling to his right. Incomplete. Was looking for number 13, for number 13, Nico Gallegos for Valencia. And an incomplete pass will bring up a third down and about 7 with 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. Jaguars trying to add to this 25-point advantage. Running back to the left of Lucero. And they will hand it off to Harris on the jet sweep. Harris trying to get out the far side. He's near the first down marker, but he may be short. We'll see. Stayed in bounds almost all the way over to the far sideline. That play came from the near side all the way over to the far. And waiting to see if they give him a first down. Does not appear so. He's going to be about a yard short. Fourth down and 1. Tiger defense trying to come up with a stop here as the clock rolls under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Down by 25 points. Man in motion left to right again is Harris. That was a false start on Valencia. Left tackle moved. Adam Aragon, 74 on the far side. 5-yard penalty on the Jags. So now 4th and looks to be 6. Again, I'll apologize. Just kind of the angle we're here at the field. Really hard to see where the hash marks and everything are, and they're really faint on the field. So I've been doing my best for you guys, but it's just kind of the angle of things. If you're a little bit higher up, sometimes you can see down a bit better, but we're doing what we can. Lucero with the running back to his left. He'll roll to his left off the shotgun snap. Now throw back to his right, and that is incomplete. Nowhere near anybody. And the Tigers come up with a 4th down stop and will get the ball back. Well, clearly, at Valencia, that's the decision they have to go with there. They don't have a kicking game to try a field goal from that spot, so might as well. And I tell you what, the way the Tigers have been able to defend one-on-one against receivers in this game, but unfortunately for the Jaguars that time, the pass was just short. And part of me wonders if maybe there should have been a receiver in that spot, or was it the quarterback just didn't get enough on it? That's a long throw to make. You're rolling all the way to the left, and you're going to try to throw to the near side end zone from the far side. It's not easy. Madden out of the will take the snap, and he will hand it off. Gonzalez straight up the middle, but nothing there. Now up the middle has not been the place to go for the Tigers, and that's a 4-yard loss on the rush. 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun again. Mendoza comes in motion near side of the far side. Gets the handoff to Julio. Julio makes a jump cut inside. Probably got to the line of scrimmage plus a yard, but Jaguars had it read well to the far side. He may have actually lost a yard there. So third down for the Tigers, 3rd and 15. Madden will drop back to pass this time. Go to the near side, but incomplete on a bubble screen play there to Tom Turnbull. And the Tigers will have to punt. 3 and out for Alamogordo after they forced the turnover on downs for the Jaguars, but just not much there for the offense tonight. And they've gone with Martin and Madden, and neither guy has really had any consistent success tonight. And running the football as well. You know, they've tried to spread out this defense for Valencia. I mean, that was a problem last year where the Tigers out of the end zone. Here's money punting. High in the air, not a particularly long kick, but it'll work well. Good roll for the Tigers. This one will go all the way down to the 40-yard line of Valencia. And that's going to be a 50-yard punt. Line of scrimmage on the other side was all the way back at the 10. Brett's had a good evening punting. Got a field goal tonight. And one of the reasons why the guy was All-State as a punter last year. He's definitely got the skills, and that one landed at about the 40. So in the air, probably, you know, from the line of scrimmage went about 30, but it rolls out 20 yards. And you got to think a lot of that has to do with, you know, technique, getting the ball in the right direction and having it rolling forward. 3 wide receivers the near side for Valencia. They start on their own 40, 1 wide receiver out to the far, and a running back to the left, Lucero. Tigers have stuck with their 4-down lineman look, and they're into the backfield quickly here. Thompson nowhere to go that time. And that'll be a 5-yard loss, one of the better defensive plays for the Tigers. .45 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the Tigers and Jags have yet to find the scoreboard in this second half, and we probably won't see it in this third quarter. Trips near side, one out to the far, and Lucero will play action. Throw down the middle of the field. It is intercepted. What a great grab. Looked to be number 8, Will Gill, who came away with that interception. Trying to tell they're all surrounding him on the far sideline. Yes, it was Will Gill with the interception for the Tigers. And Alamogordo forces the third turnover by Valencia. Get the ball back on their own 40 with 21 seconds remaining. You know, essentially a 3-score game here. Well, actually 4-score, regardless of what the Tigers could do. But Alamo will get the offense going. And they might have a chance, but it's hard to feel like at this point until we see some consistency from the offense. Play action. Madden rolling to his right, throws, and did he catch that inbounds? Wow, what a great catch there. That'll be about 12 yards. That was Mendoza on the grab for Alamogordo. Nice throw on the bootleg there from JP. And they will roll the clock. And the Tigers will probably let it finish out here. And we'll switch sides. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that is fourth quarter. Okay. That will do it for 3 quarters on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It is Valencia 30, Alamogordo 5. Tigers will have a first down and 10 on the Valencia side of the field when we come back.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500. Stop by White Sands Motorsports right here in Alamogordo for all your power sport needs. White Sands Motorsports carries Honda, Yamaha, and Roxor. New to the store, Can-Am and Textron side-by-side vehicles. As always, they handle parts and services for all makes and models. For the best power sport deals on 2 or 4 wheels, White Sands Motorsports has got you covered. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 9:30 to 5. 21070 Highway 70 or visit motorsportsofnewmexico.com.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, and on that 1st and 10 play, J.P. Madden is brought down for a huge loss. Actually had his helmet come off on the play. So it'll be, I got it all the way back to about the 43-yard line. 9-yard loss on the play. And so Martin will be in here at quarterback. Helmet came off, and the throw is going to be low and down to his knee quickly is Bedgood. But it'll be a loss here for the Tigers on that play. About 3-yard loss on that play. So 3rd and 22 now. Tigers would need the 39-yard line of Valencia for a first down. And looks like we've got an offsides call. So a 5-yard penalty will make it 3rd and 17. So the ball just shy of the 45-yard line here. Again, they need the 39. 3rd and 17. Trips to the near side, one to the far. Madden's back into the game at quarterback. He'll take the snap, looking to throw. Middle of the field, and just to a host of gray jerseys there. Did have Martin as an intended wide receiver, but just, actually that was Turnbull that was the intended wide receiver for the Tigers. And it looks like Alamogordo will punt with 10:13 remaining in 3rd and 4th and 17 here. And the kick in the air, good snap, and another good punt here from Brett. And it'll take a good Tiger bounce down to about the 20-yard line. Maybe about a 36-yard punt this time. Six punts for Brett on the night. A made field goal, a missed field goal, which honestly just worked out like a punt because he kicked it into the end zone, but that was one I didn't realize, that in high school you can't return it out of the end zone on a missed field goal. But it makes sense. If you punt it into the end zone, you can't return it, just like you can't return a kickoff. Tigers see Martin coming to the near sideline. It's going to be too many men on the field. Tigers are going to have 12 on as Martin was trying to get from the near out to the far, and they'll throw penalty flags and blow the play dead. Likely to be a 5-yard penalty, illegal substitution on Alamogordo. But let's wait and see the official call. And they're still talking it over, so I... Okay, yeah. Now they finally mark out the 5 yards. I was trying to figure out what took them so long to... Maybe they were checking to make sure there were actually 12 on the field, but... Usually when you have a guy running off late there, it's a relatively easy one to pick off. But you never know. Maybe there's a guy that thinks that he's the 12th man and In fact, there are on the field. It's happened before, I'm sure. Lucero, empty set, but Harris will come from right to left, fakes the handoff, looking to throw and looking for Harris, and boy, that was nearly a backwards pass, but he got it up to Harris and incomplete. Tigers were all over that throwback play. Well, Tiger defense has made some good plays tonight, but man, they've just been on the field a lot. They've turned the ball over 3 times, a fumble recovery, a couple of interceptions. But at the end of the day, 30 points on the scoreboard, not going to feel like a good day. And boy, staffing up the man in the backfield, Thompson, is going to lose about 3 yards on the play. Nine and a half minutes remaining. Tigers still trailing 30-5. Lucero is sitting in the pocket, looking to throw. Now delivers, and it is caught. Boy, I thought one of the Tiger players was going to be able to step in front of that. He was running from behind. Now we got a penalty flag after the play ends. And I think that was Gallegos that made the catch for Valencia. It certainly seems to be in the area of maybe the Tigers and a late hit. Personal foul on the Tigers, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty on top of the catch, which was good enough for a first down. Well, a 3rd and long, and Valencia is able to get the first down and more with the penalty on the Tigers. Just a little bit of extra. It looked like the player was already on the ground, and somebody came in while he was down, faking the handoff Lucero, then faking a pass, and is going to turn on the Jets and at least get about 5 yards out of the carry. As the clock rolls under 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and the Jags leading 30-5 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. 5-yard gain on the bootleg scramble around the far side. Jaguars trying to get position. They're not in any kind of hurry here. They're okay with letting some clock run, and looks like Coach Shank wants a timeout to talk things over. 8:19 to go in the 4th quarter. It's still Valencia 30, Alamogordo 5. No change since that score right at the end of the first half. And there is timeout on the field, so we'll take one as well. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
What makes Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai unique? At Vision Ford, we're all about you. Your vision, your style, your needs, and your story. Vision is fully stocked with dozens of the hottest 2018 models, including the Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling truck for 40 years. With financing options that fit every budget and a sales team dedicated to you, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai continues the Yes We Can tradition. All we need is you. Visit us today at 1500 South White Sands Boulevard or 24/7 online at visionfordlincoln.com. What can Big O Tires do for you? They offer trained and certified ASC technicians, nationwide warranty protection, and state-of-the-art equipment. Services include oil, lube, and filter, batteries, brakes, and alignment. Big O strives to provide dependable and expert service at a great price, a wide range of diagnostic, maintenance, and repair services backed by one of the best national warranties. 621 North White Sands in Alamogordo, 1305 North Main Street in Roswell, and 26131 Highway 70 in Rodoso. Big O Tires.
Harris on the handoff. Probably got about a yard on the play on the 2nd and 6, so it'll make it a 2nd and 5. As we're under 8 minutes to go in the ball game, and Valencia looks to be heading to another victory over Alamogordo. You could say the Tigers have been better in the second half here. Defensively, they've made some stops, and offensively, they've seen a couple of positives, but It's going to be a tough one for Alamogordo. Lucero, time in the pocket, avoids one player, now rolls out to his left and has got some space, trying to get to the sideline. He does. Does he get the first down? We'll see where the near judge marks him out, but it should be enough for a first down. It's like about 7 yards on the gain, and another Valencia first down. That'll be 1st and 10 from the Alamogordo 40-yard line. Stop the clock with 7:28 remaining. Lucero will come to the line of scrimmage and check the play. Running back to his left, just a little bit behind him here. Tigers 4-down lineman. Man in motion left to right, and they'll give it off to Thompson, but nothing there. Quickly in the backfield for the Tigers was number 66. Shane Sargent. No, I'm sorry, Tyler Tidwell was in the backfield there for the stop for the Tigers. With 7:10 remaining. It's a loss of 1. Two wide receivers near side, 2 out to the far. And the running back to the right of Lucero this time. Tigers crowding the line a little bit more. And now checking off. Looks like they still have time here. Back judge isn't counting yet. Lucero's yelling over to the near sideline. Harris, man in motion left to right. They'll give it to him. Harris tries to turn the corner. He got it, and he's still running. Across the 30 for a first down and almost to the 25-yard line. It'll be more than enough for a first down. About 15 yards. Now we do have a penalty flag on the play on the far side. See what that is. It is a face mask. This is the 5-yard variety on Alamogordo, so they'll tack it on after.
Hey, you want a burrito? You want a burrito?
First and 10 now. Ball at the Alamogordo 25, and they'll roll the clock with 6:20 remaining in the game. Lucero back to pass, down the middle, floats it up, and he'll overthrow his man. Was looking for Gallegos. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 for Valencia. Now the Tigers will have a question of what they're going to do at quarterback next week. I think JP probably had the better of the play overall tonight. But Braden also did some good things with his legs. So I don't know. That's going to be an interesting choice for the Tigers heading into next week. They've got to shore up the offensive line a little bit more. Just guys in the backfield so fast tonight. And, defensively I think there were some good things, but they got to try to go man-to-man. Here's the handoff to Harris, trying to turn the corner again. He's got it. He's still running forward as he plows through one Tiger defender and carries another one with him. And he's going to take it down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be, the far line marker has him about the 10. About a 13-yard gain on the rush. And it's 1st and goal for the Jags as we go under 6 minutes to go in the game. It's going to be a pretty similar score to last year. I think it was 37-14 last year. Probably going to be 36 or 38. We'll see if the Tigers maybe get something. Lucero rolls to his left. The play was going to his right. Tosses in the air, and boy, threw it to closer to a Tiger defender. Jaramillo had his hands in the air, thought maybe he was interfered with, or maybe he was wanting Lucero to throw it to him. That was the issue, that he felt like he was open and said threw it out to the corner where nobody was. Clock stops with 5:38 to go. Two wide receivers near side. And two to the far for the Jags. And Lucero takes the snap out of the gun. Sits in the pocket. Now scrambles. Rolling to his left. Now trying to get away. Escapes one defender. Escapes another. Still running with it. And he's working for the end zone. Not going to get there, though. And it'll be about 2 yards short, but that was all the elusiveness there of Andres Lucero. In the middle of the pocket, I thought one of the Tigers probably got a fingertip or a hand on him, but he escaped from that. And, well, where do they mark it at? The far judge is probably about the 3-yard line, so about 7 yards. 3rd and goal from the 3 or the 4. And the fumble on the snap. Lucero's able to pick it up, run straight ahead, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, what looked to be a possible broken play, and he just picked it up off the ground and calmly ran it into the end zone. 36-5, and another 2-point conversion coming up for Valencia. Two to each side here for the Jags. Running back to the right. And the 2-point try underway. Fade pattern to the corner and tipped away by the Tiger defender. That's Braden Martin. Got a hand on it, and it's 36-5. 5:21 remaining in the ball game, with the Tigers trailing on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll return. You're listening to Tiger Football on ESPN Alamogordo.
Tularosa Basin Telephone Company is famous for keeping you connected. They promise to deliver fast speeds, provide a reliable network, and do it all with a smile. Their customer service team is on top of every call with the answers you need. In fact, they believe their customers are the most important part of their business. Give Tularosa Basin Telephone Company a call at 585-2700 for the internet experience you've been waiting for.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7 as the Jaguars kick off, and the Tigers will have the ball at the 20-yard line with 5:13 remaining. And again, maybe just something positive to try and finish out this game. I certainly feel a cooler breeze out there. We thought maybe we're going to get some rain before the end of this game, but I'm not sure we are. Most importantly, we were able to get through this evening's matchup. Yeah, not sure we're going to get anything. Anyway, Madden out of the shotgun, running back, actually out of the pistol, with the running back behind him, and he's going to look to throw here. Pump fake, ball is deflected at the line of scrimmage, and the Jaguars fall on it. Now, that kind of on the officials there. Nobody was blowing the whistle to say that it was a deflected pass. So an incompletion, 2nd down and 10. Now, that's something else worth mentioning. As good as the Valencia offense has been this game, Jaguars defense has made a lot of great plays throughout the entirety of it. But Madden again works out of the pistol. 4-down lineman for Valencia. Rolling to his left, complete. Nope, actually dropped over there on the far sideline as Mendoza unable to pull it in. And 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. That one on the mark, but looked like Julio was looking upfield and seeing what was next after he made the grab before he pulled it in. 36-5. It's a Valencia on the way to a first win of the season again this year. Did it in Alamogordo last season, and we'll get to do it at home here, and a lot of excitement from the local fans. They had a tough year last year, too. Remember, they got the win from Alamogordo. It was winless the rest of the way for them, so they've got to be excited about what happened. And here comes a throw that is incomplete. Good defense again by Valencia, as trying to get out there and make the grab was Cameron Beban. But a 3-and-out for the Tigers on 3 incompletions. And Alamogordo will punt with 4:51 remaining in the game. Money will punt again. This will be 7 punts tonight. And again, a pretty solid punt, high in the air. And it'll bounce. This time it'll take a Valencia roll, as it was across midfield, then rolls back to about the 49-yard line. That'll be a 29-yard punt, no return. And the Tigers defense back out onto the field. Ball on the Alamogordo 49. Saw a couple of different guys warming up for Valencia, so maybe it for their number one offense, and you might see somebody different out there. Yeah, I see Lucero over here on the near sideline with his helmet off, so is Jaramillo, and it'll be number 4. That is Landon Turnbow that will come in and play for Valencia. So they bring in their second string guys. Man in motion left to right, and a little shovel pass inside. That's completed. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It'll be, now I'd say it shouldn't be a first down. Got to the 40, not the 39. Far line judge would say, hey, let's move the chains. Not quite yet there. But a 9-yard completion. And number 3, which unfortunately, again, we don't have a name on. Not a complete roster for Valencia on Max Preps, unfortunately. Probably some JV kids here. Hand off into the backfield, and good pursuit. And bringing his man down is number 66 or 56. Let me see. Looks like 56 for the Tigers that time around. The stop made by Trevor Penning. Penning's made a couple of plays tonight. I've called his name a few times. That was a 9-yard loss on the play. And number 8, Isaiah Vigil, got the carry that time. His first carry of the night. 3:30 remaining. Here's a handoff and a run straight up the middle, and decent carry. This time number 21, and unfortunately,
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality.
Apologies there, folks. Looks like we lost each other. Elias Gonzalez is able to run in a 39-yard touchdown. And unfortunately, that's when we dropped off the air there, so my apologies. But a nice run from Elias Gonzalez. Was able to run through a Valencia defender and take it in from distance. So extra point was good from Brett Money, and we'll see what the Tigers do here. I think at least try an onside kick, but they're going to kick it off deep. And this one all the way back to the end zone for a touchback. 1:59 remaining. Now, Tigers do have all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they'll try to play it here in that way or just go ahead and let this one run out in a game that you're trailing 36-12 in with under 2 minutes remaining. Handoff, and the Tigers will stuff it up the middle. And it doesn't look like they'll call the timeout, so doing the respectful thing here. No need to try to extend this. Valencia's put in their backup, so. And it'll be a couple yards. I got back to the line of scrimmage, did the back for the Jaguars. Tigers have left their starters out on the field. Man in motion right to left. Handoff, and the Tigers are there quickly on the jet sweep, and Valencia players was held by the ankles, and you always see that player coming in late to make the hit. And thankfully, everybody okay on that play. 5 yards on the loss. And that's something worth pointing out. Tigers have had forced a lot of negative plays on defense tonight, but I think the other part has been, on 3rd and longs and 4th and longs, they've given up big plays. So sort of double-edged on that. 3rd and long, ball's on the ground, and it looks like the running back able to fall on number 21. So he may lose a little bit. We've got 25 seconds left. I don't think we'll see another snap. They don't have to snap it again, and that should be it. So the Jaguar will get the win. 36-12 is the final. And the Jaguars will improve to 1-0. The Tigers drop to 0-1. And Alamogordo will try to bounce back next week at home against the Los Lunas Tigers. We'll come back and wrap it up. Getting your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Valencia 36, Alamogordo 12. And we'll be back.
This is Brandon with Desert Sun. I'm not sure if you all know this, but Desert Sun Auto Group consists of 5 dealerships across the great state of New Mexico. This means we have 5 new car departments with over 500 vehicles to choose from and over 200 quality pre-owned vehicles. Majority of these vehicles, when bought from us, are backed with Desert Sun's lifetime powertrain protection. Stop by either Desert Sun Motors or Desert Sun Toyota today and let us help you find your new ride. See our full inventory at DesertSunMotors.com.
Every student wants their high school sports apparel, and there's only one place to get it, the Winner's Circle. They carry all the local school letter jackets, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, or Bear. While you're there, get your jacket personalized with embroidery, stitching, and have your letters and patches sewn on too. They also carry trophies, plaques, and awards, and service with a smile. It's all at the Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street in Alamogordo.
Lose weight, be happier, get smarter, improve your memory, all by doing one thing. Sleep well. Tax time in 2018 is your chance to catch up on great sleep. Use your hard-earned tax refund to buy yourself the one thing that can make the biggest difference in your health, a new mattress to get better sleep. Sleep Well is here to help you find the right mattress for your needs. Back problems? Too heavy snoring? Sleep Well can help you. Sleep hot? Your partner toss and turn? No problem. Sleep Well can help. Corner of First and White Sands. Sleep Well. When you sleep well, you live well.
Score big with great savings at Justin's Motor Company. Hustle on down to one of Justin's 2 locations. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, you name it, Justin's has it. Makes and models to fit any budget and the best customer service in town. One-stop online shopping makes your next car buying experience a breeze. Check out the full inventory, meet the staff, even apply online. All at justinsmotorcompany.com. 2 locations conveniently located on the Holloman Highway or 489-5820, Justin's Motor Company.
Is your back-to-school list getting a little longer than you expected? OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card eases the unexpected. OFCU's Visa Platinum Credit Card gives you an interest-free grace period of at least 25 days on new retail purchases when the balance is paid in full each month. No fees for cash advances at OFCU's ATMs and branches. Back to school with OFCU is as easy as ABC. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA. OFCU, 3 branches in Otero County. Call 434-8500.
ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Tigers fall 36-12 and begin the season 0-1 to Valencia. Went over to their fans and appreciated them making the trip here to this evening. And certainly we appreciate the trip here. Just tough game for the Tigers. Not much in the second half, honestly. Most of the action was the first half. Andres Lucero threw 4 touchdown passes to number 87, Robbie Jaramillo. They did a good job converting two-point conversions, to be redundant there. And certainly an impressive effort from Valencia across the board defensively. They made some nice plays. Defensively, Tigers made some nice plays. They had 2 interceptions. They recovered a fumble. Did some nice things, forced a safety. That kind of at least got things started a little bit for the Tigers, but just couldn't really cash in. I think it was 22-5. I think if Alamogordo maybe scores a touchdown after that safety, slightly different game, but just not enough consistency on offense for the Tigers. Their touchdown came with the number 2s in for Valencia. So we'll see what the Tigers can do next week. But I'll tell you, Los Lunas High is a tougher opponent than Valencia. So it's going to be certainly a challenge for the Tigers in week 2. But, try to get back to the drawing board, see if they can get some stability at quarterback. And by stability, I mean just some consistency. The Tigers weren't able to complete passes very well tonight. And unfortunately, weren't able to run the ball especially well either. So, tough night for Alamogordo. Elias Gonzalez had a 39-yard touchdown run at the end. Brett Money made a 24-yard field goal and punted the ball well tonight. 7 punts and probably going to at least a 30-yard average, probably closer to 35. I haven't been able to compute that all up. But and, of course, the Tiger defense forcing the safety. So, back at it next week, and we'll see what the Tigers can do against Los Lunas. A kickoff of 7 o'clock at Tiger Stadium, 6:45 pregame. Trying to see if I'm going to get a score here from Tularosa before we get off the air, but does not appear to be the case. So that will that'll about do it for our broadcast tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in this evening. Apologies on dropping out there late, but hey, we had a much better broadcast here in Los Lunas than we did last year. Just wish it had been a better result for the Tigers, and we'll see what they can do next week and throughout this season. But just kind of got to try to keep the faith if you're a Tiger fan, and same goes for the players that they're working hard and doing the right things. But certainly tonight was a tough one for Alamogordo. Again, your final score is Valencia 36, Alamogordo 12. A thank you to all of our great sponsors, and a thanks to you for listening this evening here on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7.
This has been a presentation of Alamogordo Tiger Sports, brought to you by Desert Sun Motors, First National Bank, Tularosa Basin Telephone Company, Otero Federal Credit Union, Sleep Well, Vision Ford Lincoln Hyundai and Premium Pre-Owned Vehicles, The Winter Circle, White Sands Motorsports, and Richardson Motors. Thanks for listening. You're listening to ESPN Alamogordo 103.7, Southern New Mexico's sports leader, KNMZ Alamogordo.
You got the potential Seattle Seahawks, so they can get their act together. You got the Rams. There are a lot of teams, the Falcons, the Saints. A lot of teams can contend, but the Eagles stand a puncher's chance in the NFC.
Yeah, Nick Foles has had a few moments where you're like, uh-oh. He's Super Bowl run Nick Foles. But if that's your situation where he has to be the starter in the opening weeks as Carson Wentz continues to recover, with that defense, with those playmakers, you have a chance. If we get Carson Wentz back and he's healthy the way he was before the injury,
right?
You have a guy who is playing like an MVP. The Eagles have a great chance to get back to the Super Bowl and to win another one.
And as a Cowboys fan, I should be morally opposed, but I got to recognize the game with the Eagles. They had that championship belt from last year. One last one from Joey in Texas. Joey in the frenzy.
Yes, I was just wanting your input on, with Travis Frederick being hurt this year, if we're still going to, end up with the 8-8 season, if Jason Garrett's job would still be safe.
If they're 8-8, he better not be there as a coach, honestly. They can't keep him, Myron, if he's 8-8. No way.
No, not a chance.
No way at all. By the way, I picked the Cowboys to win the division. Stop getting injured. So my prediction can look great in the NFC East. He's Myron Metcalf in for Ian Fitzsimmons. I'm Freddie Coleman. After all this,